Yo, yo, yo. What is up, party animals? Welcome to Off the Edge. Got Javon here. What up, dude?
Hola.
What's crack-a-lacking?
I'm taking ulti clips off of small fixed blades and
Cheers.
having a
Nice.
yeah.
Got a
How are
Dr.
you?
Pepper cream soda. What?
How are you?
I'm good. Just got back from a family dinner. And we got some family in town because my grandma's birthday is tomorrow. She's turning 95.
Wow, congratulations and happy birthday to Grandma.
Thanks. So we had dinner tonight at my parents, and then we're gonna go to visit them at their nursing home tomorrow for cake and stuff. So,
That's awesome.
yep. What is up, people? We got Alice in the house. How are you, Alice? Real quick plug for Alice. She was doing a pre-order for Hank's, and she had the mash on the Hank, which is really cool. And she did another one with, I forget the other knife. Was it a very popular knife? Was it a Rosie? No, maybe.
I'm behind the curve on that one.
Yeah, I think she's doing a Demco one, but it was God damn it. Can't remember. The other one was like a super popular knife to where I was like, it's kind of cool that she also chose the mash. But she might have pre-orders open for those. They're like $30 or $25 if you buy two, something like that.
You know, I've been hunting the perfect little fixies to do my secondary carry, and I love my Chickadee. And I've also got one that I think you'd really like, Kevin. Have you seen the Boker Barlow?
I've seen it a bunch of times, and I really think it looks cool, but I don't know. Like, here's the thing: when I'm carrying the Chickadee, I always carry this, right? But yeah, shout out to Alice. Check out Alicord Paracord and follow her page to see about the Hank. She can also tell us what's going on, if there's any left, if there's something else happening. But thank you, Alice. Appreciate it. So I carry this literally every day on my belt. I have this one, and I have the root beer float one. Tempted to kind of just pare it down to one at this point. You know how I do. I get excited, and I buy every one I can get, and then I slowly pare it down to the one I love. And this is the one I had because I found that they're actually different thicknesses. And the one I have first is actually the thinnest of the bunch. And I really don't need multiple. I don't know why I always do that, but I have the root beer float one. I might keep that, but it's a little thicker. The sheath is a little tighter. I'm sure it would wear in if I carried it more.
I will buy it from you.
All right.
I mean, I know you got other people that want it, but Thursday's my day. See this little guy right here?
Yeah.
You'll never guess who made this.
Let me hold it up. Is it somebody in the community?
It is.
Is it Keith?
Nope. It's Jason Grant.
Jason Grant. Oh, cool.
Yeah, he is making small fixed blades, and he's been sending me pictures of some that he's working on. But this little guy, he put up on Instagram, and it doesn't have a sheath. I'm gonna send it to Joe, but it's made out of just scrap metal from his shop, and it was like $40. So I grabbed it. The grind on it is hollow and deep.
Yeah.
And I mean, he's just getting started on a lot of these and some bigger ones. Right. But I think you would really dig some of these once they get.
So that's what I was going to say. So I carry this every day. But my thing with it is the only reason I carry this every day, the only reason I even entertain a fixed blade is because of how small this is and how compact the package is. I got the leather clip slips for them. I never use those because I always have something else to carry to review or whatever, and carrying it on my belt makes it where I can carry it every single day. I have the same knife on me, so unless something can literally replace this package, it's not going to work. And I haven't seen or What is that one?
Now I carry my chickadee like that too.
Right.
This is
You
the
have
MKM.
The micro one, yeah.
Right, and they make it in the drop point, and they also make it in a sheep's foot. But the balance on it for a little knife,
yeah,
is perfect.
Yeah, so I don't know. I just don't really feel the need to have to like replace this. It just does
But see,
what
I
I
also
need.
now carry one in my left pocket, and that's why I was taking off my ulti clips because I just like pocket droppers.
Yeah, see, you're balls deep with the fixed blades.
I've gone off the deep end. That's why I don't get into slip joints.
I just don't care that much for fixed blades, but I like having this specific model. If he does a warnie, I'll get that, and probably if it's the same carry factor and everything, then I'll just carry that one, and that would be it. But yeah, I'm tempted to let the other one go. I'm sure a million people are going to ask. I don't. Yeah. So if I let it go, I'll talk to Javon, so nobody else has to hit me up.
Did you see the bandits he dropped yesterday?
The problem is that I bought the leather clip slip for it.
I'll buy them both.
Yeah, but it's front left carry. So
look where I carry them in my left carry.
Oh, okay.
That's how I naturally carry my small fixies. If I carry one on my belt, either my chickadee or
well, hit me up when you're ready, and I'd probably want like, I don't know, I paid $85 for the slip and $240 for the knife. So I don't know, like $280 or $300.
Yeah, we can go there. And I'll just hit you up next week.
Yeah, just let me know when you're ready. I'm not going to sell it in between or anything. So anyway, let me see who else is here. Lord Needham. Got the mash today. Love it. Awesome, dude. I'm glad you got it. Funny story. I actually have had 2 people, maybe 3, hit me up or hit Brian up saying they got the mash and the detent is too strong. And that's like music to my fucking ears hearing people say that. So obviously I'd rather have it be perfect for everybody, but I'd rather hear strong than light.
Is Brian going to take some back and put them up like White Mountain does with strong detents?
I don't know if he's had to replace any. So I've had the 2 people that have hit me up or hit him up, he kind of sent my way, and I just walked him through, put a little oil on the detent ball, take it apart, whatever. And the one guy, the one dude just kept using it and it's perfect now. And the other guy tweaked the lock bar slightly, like bent it out a little bit, and he said it's perfect now. So I don't know if there's any. He had one guy who said he needed 2 hands to close it. I don't know what that means. Like,
but some people aren't very.
Oh, sick! My Praytheon pre-order just shipped. It's got an email. That's awesome. Sorry, what were you gonna say?
No, I was just going to say that some people don't have the dexterity to necessarily open.
No, I totally. That's why people like light detents. Either they like to slow roll stuff, or they don't have good finger strength, so they'd rather, just kind of whip it out like this and not have to put pain in their fingers or what. I get it. I just personally don't like light detents, and I think on a reverse flick you need a stronger one or stiffer one for the knife. So for me, it's better to hear strong than weak, if you know what I mean.
Well, if any of them come in for replacement, you ought to sell them, because there's several people that missed out by a few minutes and would definitely like a strong detent.
Yeah, if we'll see what I think he's waiting for the smoke to clear. Make sure everybody gets theirs, make sure there's no issues, and then we're going to probably do like an extra or blem sale at some point. And we also sent some of the blems to knife modders to get pimped out a little bit. So there, something will probably be coming, but I can't guarantee it. It's more on Brian's end.
That is great news. And I love seeing you working on small fixies.
Who was that?
Nath.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yep. That's right. He's doing fixies too.
But Jacob dropped some bandits the last couple of days, which might be a little big for you. They're kind of that shark size in between the chickadee.
Yeah, I just don't need. I mean, the only reason I carry it is because it disappears on my belt. And that's the only reason, because then when I leave my knife somewhere or whatever and I need one, I can just or if I don't want to use the folder because it's a nice one or whatever, and I'd rather not fuck the finish up if I don't have to, then I'll just pop this out and use it. You know, it just makes things easier.
It has changed the way I use knives because I reach for my small fixed blade more for just my everyday cuts than I do for my flipper that I always fidget with and I have out more, but I'm not cutting with it as much now that I carry a small
to do that. Like, if you can spare the more expensive knife, why wouldn't you? Or the fancier looking knife, why wouldn't you spare it? Now, if I didn't have the fixed blade, I would just use whatever. It's not like I won't use it. It's just, to me, it makes more sense to.
No, absolutely not.
Like if you're carrying a $50 knife and a $500 knife, and you have the option to choose one, why wouldn't you use the $50 one?
Well, if I'm processing cardboard and I want to cut with something that's got a deep hollow grind,
well, yeah, but that's right there. You're giving a reason. But if everything's equal, you know what I mean?
Absolutely. Just make the cut.
Yeah. Let me hit this super chat. Hey, everybody. I know we got started before saying hi to everybody. Luke 10 Tex, what up, dude? How you doing, boss? I hope you're doing well. Been watching your posts about your knife design. Looking good, brother. Happy birthday, Grandma. Thank you, man. Let me just run through some names here of people that have come in. Nuts for Knives 20 we got in the house. We got the Knife Inquisitor. What's up, Mike? How are you, brother? I guess you might be happy to know. I don't know if you got a Praytheon, but it's shipped. I think he shipped the S35 ones already, but these are the 20 CV ones. I got the, I believe I got the black handle with the belt satin 20 CV, and then I got the Damascus inlay or Zircuti inlay thing. I originally got Damasteel, but then I changed it because I was like, it's like gray, not black, and I need to just stop trying to get fancy when I don't need to. I should be watching this as we can't even import face paint tears, crying face. Okay. I don't know which knife you're talking about or whatever. What's up, Richard? How are you? Brand new American. What up? What up? I'm hoping to pick up an auto at NYCKS. Oh, right. You're talking about OTFs. My bad. That was the whole point of the live. That was my.
And that's February 2nd or 3rd, right? That first weekend of February.
No, it's the 25th.
I'm sorry.
I'll be there. I'm staying up at Backpack Bees, and we're gonna head over.
Awesome.
On Saturday. So this is the reason I wanted to name the live this and kind of have the conversation about OTF. So we'll talk about this. This is a Hogue Compound 3.5 with a Glow Rhino Tritium insert in the switch. And this thing is absolute fire. It's G10, but it's like the most comfortable OTF I've ever handled. Easy, reversible clip, deep carry. Like, it doesn't get better than this, honestly.
The actuation button looks very friendly.
It's comfortable, dude. You just rest under that and then push up, boom, pull down. And I like the way this switches because I can turn it sideways and ride the switch down to disengage. I love that. This thing is incredible. So the story behind it is Blue Creek Knives, Brian over there, he ordered a couple of these from Hogue, I guess, or wherever to sell. And he could only get two. He kept one because he loved it so much. And then I was like, dude, send me one, like, whatever. So because I'm trying to review more OTFs because they're now legal here. And so he sends it to me. I unboxed it and I was like, yeah, this is fucking amazing. So I'm going to buy it. And then I also had that Heretic one that I've been showing off a bit lately. And I don't need like a bunch of OTFs. I don't mind having a couple of good ones I really like, but this one just blows that Heretic out of the water.
That's good to hear.
Yeah, the G10 feels so much better than the aluminum. It doesn't have that stupid skateboard tape shit in there. It's lighter weight because of that. It's super. The ergonomics are amazing on this knife. Like, it just fits my hand like a glove. You can Friday night gas station fight this thing all day. No problem. It's got a really good thumb ramp back here.
No glass breaker. I mean, there's so much about that knife. I don't have any OTFs in my collection, and I just never had a need. But that looks like a good everyday cutter that's all for an OTF.
And then to top it off, it kind of has a choil. So you can climb up on this piece and really choke up and get up on the blade. And when I was opening some packages today, I was using that. And that's really my only drawback on this is the blade shape. They have a Tanto, which also kind of looks like shit. This looks better. The Tanto might function better for me, but a sheep's foot in this would be like the best OTF.
Or that Warncliffe that they make the Deca in that I love. A lot of people hate that
That's
blade.
what I was thinking. When I went to their website to look it up, I was like, there's got to be that Deca sheep's cliff or whatever they call it thing. They don't have it as far as I know. They just have the Tanto and this. And I believe they have a carbon fiber one.
They'll add blade shapes as they see the reception of it. Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely interested.
It's been around a bit. Couple years. Yeah, I remember seeing it on Slicey Dicey's channel or Metal Complex years ago.
What's the model name?
Compound.
Hogue Compound.
Compound 3.5. Which makes me believe maybe they're going to do a small one and a big one. I don't know. But I love this thing. And then add the Glow Rhino insert. Just puts a little,
Well, that's what made me think it was new, at least a refreshed release.
Yeah, and I mean, Brian just got them, so I guess it has to be newish in some way. But anyway, point is, it's amazing. I ended up trading or selling the Heretic. So that one is gone. That one's going to Brian. So I kind of swapped out. But this thing's fucking awesome. And I was curious, like, what everybody's favorite is, what your thoughts are. I know a lot of people are Microtech people, and I just fucking hate them. Like, they are so uncomfortable. They're kind of ugly. I mean, some of them look cool, like the Hellhound ones or whatever, the Warhound ones. But, like, they're ugly. The clips suck. The glass breakers on the back are atrocious. The switches are way too stiff and, like, they grind up your finger.
They grind your fingertip off.
That's how the Heretic was. Like, I could do this twice, and I'm like, God damn. Like, yeah, I can keep going, but, like, it's not comfortable. This, I have no problem doing this all day. Like, it's fun. And this one really fires. That was one thing that got me. It sounds like a firearm when it comes out. I don't know if you can hear it. I don't know where the mic is on.
I can hear it. I mean, I can hear it just thudding.
It's really sick. So anyway, I'm in love with this thing. I've been carrying it since I got it yesterday. Front left pocket, absolutely fantastic. So I was just curious what everybody's thoughts are on OTFs. I'd love to see this in a sheep's foot. And shout out to Hogue. You know, they're making these in the U.S. This is one part of the community that is heavily USA made, the OTFs. So, like, it makes me want to go down the rabbit hole a little bit because I can get more USA made knives, you know. But I just have never been a big OTF guy. I do have another one coming. I hit up that Dagger company, and they're sending me their Mermaid OTF, the one that has 2 switches. Have you seen it?
No, I've not seen it.
So it has a switch here and a switch back here and a little karambit ring on the back. So you can either take it out, fire it like any other OTFs, or you can put it in a reverse grip with your finger in the ring, and you have like a switch right here, wherever, so you can fire it down and then use it like self-defense style.
Oh, so it's got 2 different deployment places.
I'll show you a video. We can go look at it. And then it also comes with a like plate or something, so you can take it apart and actually cover one of the buttons if you want. So if you only want the karambit deployment or you only want the OTF normal deployment, you can do that and then hide the other switch and make it, you know, maybe it's more comfortable. I don't know. But I'm really interested in it. It looks cool. It has a nice milled clip on it. You know, the only things that I don't love are it has this ring on the back, which could be annoying maybe. and it's VG10, but I don't really care about that on an OTF.
No,
this is S30, which is perfectly fine with me.
I was just looking at Hoag's site, and the one thing I think the reason I don't have any OTFs in my collection is the Microtechs that I've played with. I love the fact that they're made here, but the design is not my jam, and the buttons have always been too stiff. And I haven't played with a lot of the other ones, but the Hoag knives I've been very impressed with. My Decas, my RSKs, and the blade shapes, except for the Warncliffe that I think Microtech makes and that Axle Gear makes, they make a Warncliffe shape that I think would be a good EDC type giant knife. Yeah. But I think that Hoag really fits the bill, and the Tantos don't look bad, but I really do.
They kind of look like shit to me, but we can pull them up in a second. I want to keep saying hi to some people. I do have 2 boxes to unbox. I have a package from Luft Concepts. I think this is my new Avant in the tie and Zerk. And then I have a package from somebody random as far as I know right now. I don't know who this is. It might be a Kunwu return. Oh, shit. Was that? And I didn't have an address. Well, it's mine. Who cares? I don't know what this is. So we'll find out about that. And then I have a giveaway. In here, I have a bottle of the KPL knife shield. And then I have a button lock from O Knife, the metal, and some swag and shit. So I'll show you that, and we'll do that giveaway later. But Nick, what up, dude? My local buddy, Nick. Revolving Blades. Scott. What were you saying?
I just said howdy to Scott things. I won't say hi to anybody else. I'll let you go.
That's okay. I just didn't know if you were saying something I needed to hear. ESG, what up? Ryan Pennington, CPM. I'm way behind, I know, guys. Josh Worth. Marcus, what up? Somebody just sent me money, which is cool. Thank you. Pretty fly. Oh, it was from Brian Blue Creek for the mash drop. A lot of you guys used my code for the mash drop, so I double dipped like a pimp on that one.
Strong.
I had like 140 orders use my code on that. So, gracias, knife community. I appreciate it. Double dipping's the best. Metal Complex posted his unboxing of the Pony Stout today, which is cool. And then Casey posted one in a short, I think, yesterday. So trying to wind up the Pony Stout a little bit. That'll be coming in like March, April.
Did I text you that the Divo short that I posted is getting more views than any other of my shorts? I don't know why.
Yeah, it's all random, dude. Dr. Drew, what up, dude? I have no idea, but that's cool with me. Pretty Fly, what up, dude? How you doing? Naf, what up? Yeah, Deadlock. So I want to try Deadlock, and I should have bought one like a year or 2 ago when they were $1,000. Now I was at Blade West looking at them. They want like $1,700 base. Like, fuck no. Like, I'm not spending $1,500 for a base model. And I honestly, I think they're ugly as fuck. Like, they really give me Serge Panchenko vibes. And I don't like his stuff. Like, he's a cool dude, all that, but I don't like that vibe, that steampunk shit. That's not my style. And that's what they do. Their razor blade looks like that. So it's just a personal thing that, like, if it was sexy as fuck, I'd be more willing to spend $1,500 to try it. But, like, I handled one at Blade 2021, the Model C, and I didn't even like it. Like, the switch felt weird to me. So I don't know. That's my excuse for not spending the
Revolving Blades, I have not put skiffs in it yet, but I know that ENG did, and a lot of people have.
You don't need to, dude.
I think it's just perfect. I don't even want to take it apart.
So I've had 4 of these. I've put skiffs in 2 or 3 of them, I think. And the action beforehand and the action after is extremely similar. Like, after they break in, the skiffs do feel a little smoother. I don't think you get more like drop shut or anything. And honestly, you don't need to, because it's like at some point it's almost too drop shut sometimes with things.
I just thought it was so good right out of the box. Even though I was surprised that it was kind of shaking around in the box, it was fine, and I was digging it. And I carried an old school great detent Spyderco today.
Yeah, you got a great detent on that, you said?
Yep. I think it. Well, I think it is. You would not think it's great, but you would think for a Spyderco, it's nothing like a GOM.
I'm just
or a Jaeger. That is just, and that's the 2.0, right? Or is that the 3.0?
The 2, and Nathan tuned the detent for me, and it's so good now. Literally the best knife ever, maybe.
I would say that the 2 is, if there is a grail in my quest, it would be that. I would take it over a Roosevelt. I would take it over an Arius.
If you get one, first thing I do is send it to fucking Nathan and be like, tune this detent like you did Kev's, because it's incredible, man. Beforehand, it was like easy to fail. It wasn't bad, but the knife is so good that I was okay with it. Like, it was acceptable. But now it's like good, you know? And when it closes, it makes like a really nice click now. Like, oh man, he just killed it on this.
Well, I would think the physics of that huge blade would make it the detent challenging anyway before it was tuned.
But I don't know if that's true. I think they just go light for CKF always has light detents. At least they always did. It made me think that like Best Tech was making them because they always had light detents too. Jay Cameron, what up? Chuck, what up? But I think that's just what people are asking for. Like Vero just, I think, wanted light detents. That's how he likes, I think, because you get the more drop shut action or whatever. And the way his flipper's designed is it's easy to, flip it without a good detent. I pre-ordered. Did anybody else pre-order the mini Axon frame lock? I actually pre-ordered one yesterday. Even though it's a frame lock, I was like, if it works, Lefty, it's going to be amazing. So I did it. What up, Demonock? How you doing, man? Robert Douglas, what up? My memberships has lapsed, but I will be back sooner or later. Thanks for the bid. Thank you, dude. Appreciate that. Chuck EV, Aberdeen, what up?
That's awesome, Tri-State.
All right, I'm skipping ahead now. Stephen Wallace, Duties, Daggers, Michael Morgan, Knife Nerd. Woo, you're all in the house. What up? Microtechs, I think, aren't my jam aesthetically and functionally. Yeah, right, exactly. I tried a few. The UTX 85's okay. I had the Bounty Hunter ones, but it was the cool factor of the design that got me, not the knife. And that's why it ultimately got sold and never carried,
Now, this does have skiffs in it.
Yeah, skiffs are, amazing. Which reminds me, he dropped skiffs that will fit the growler. And he dropped skiffs they're the same size that fit the OG Nimbles. So if you have either of these and you want to put skiffs in, you can now buy them. I think they're in stock. It's the 5mm 3/64 size. I think 11 or 13 ball.
Did you add it to the what's it called? The compatibility list that you can update?
Every time I tell him. I mean, I worked with him to make these, so I'm pretty sure he added them to the list. But yeah, I got him in here into this nimble, and I'll say the action is exactly the same. So you're not really getting better action. You're just getting a little bit smoother feel, and you're getting that solid feel of having
without having that stamped cage. Did those have a stamped cage in them when you took them out, the factory ones?
Yeah. But if I was you guys and it was you're thinking about it for the growler, I don't even think I would mess with it. Like, the action on them is good to begin with, and I don't know. I just think some knives it's not even worth taking them apart to fuck with, unless it's like a couple $100 or something,
I spine whacked this. I guess now that's the thing. Everybody spine whack their knives. So I spine whacked the shit out of this and it didn't fail. And cool. I never spine whack knives. And I don't know if y'all saw me. My raccoon happens to be a good one.
Yeah, I don't even think it matters. Like, unless you can fail it with pressure from the spine, then I think it's like pointless because that's all. You're not going to have an impact against the back of the knife. Like, I don't know. I think it went a little too far on that. And this has been a problem with button locks forever. Like the Sumo had that issue. The
Vandal,
the Protex have it. Like, it's just a matter of each individual knife. Some of them have issues on it, but Neves just did a video on the Dagger OTF. Okay. Yeah, I saw it on the first time I saw it was EMP EDC. John had one on his Instagram. He showed it. And I was like, damn, that looks cool. And then I saw it a couple other places, and then I just hit them up, and they offered to send me one. So I was like, hell yeah. Addicted to knives. What up, Lewis? How you doing, man?
Hey, Lewis.
I want to get that. I think the 2 switches is thick. Yeah, and it's like, I think it's like $150. Like, it's not bad. Oh, he asked how much. Yeah, I think it's $150. If you go on their website, it's like $150 or $177. It's probably going to ship from Europe or China, though. But maybe a Medford OTF on order should be here between now and 2030. How much are those?
I can't wait to see that. I've seen it
like
on
$700 though. What up, Paul?
I can't wait to see your feet on it.
Yeah, it would be cool. What up, Tri-State? How you doing, man? Twang Thang, what up? I don't own any OTFs. What would be a good budget OTF? I bought the 2 versions of the MASH and got the purple F5.5, so funds are low. That's awesome, dude. I'm glad you got the MASH and the F5. Man, I almost picked that up, but I had just bought the Stormtrooper one. So, I don't know. I didn't know if I needed a 4th F5. This is what I do with F5s is collect them and then I sell them. So.
Well, the Blurple got my attention. It would be my second. And my first one has what you would consider a light detent. I like it, but I'd like
to. Is it green micarta?
Yes. Well,
I don't know why the green micartas seem to have light detents on the early versions.
Or is that?
That might be brown.
I think it's brown.
Yeah, but some of the early ones had lighter detents.
I can fail it at will.
Yeah, that's way too light.
But I mean, I've also, when you flip a lot of different knives, you can get absolutely to where if you were carrying this knife, you'd never fail it because you'd know how to flick it.
Yeah, but I hate that concept.
I do too.
And that concept gets me in trouble, though. So. Blue Creek Knives. Yeah, definitely check out Blue Creek Knives. Use that code Lefty10. Y'all better order a bunch of matches. Well, we ordered 400 more already. So if we need to order again, we will.
And what were the colorways you let me know that you were doing?
Yeah, so the new batch is going to be tuxedo, so black tie handle, satin hardware, satin blade. And then blue tie handle with black hardware and black wash blade.
That sounds sick.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it'll be cool. That's cheating, Kev. I was in a 2-year-long fraud lawsuit with the state the last time I did it. Everyone use code Tri-State10 from now on. Oh, man. You're talking about double dipping? I don't think that's...
Stevie.
That's not cheating, bro. It's an affiliate link. And I'm not selling them. You know what I mean? Mine was smoother. Mine is blacked out, which may be different. I don't know what we're talking about anymore, but all right, let me scroll down. I'm going to skip ahead. Sorry, guys. Make sure I didn't miss anything. I did tell how about Lefty 20? I'd have check the description of every video, man. I got a couple Lefty 20s. I think what the hell is that website for 3DC printings, fidgets, and then Guard Dog inserts. Those are 20% coupons, Lefty 20. What up, Stevie? How you doing, man? But I told Duty's Daggers I would do a little tutorial on YouTube Studio. So let me pull that up. just to show people how to do certain things. So so here is my studio. Where is it? Where is it? Why? Oh, there. Okay. So here's the studio. So what I was trying to tell him is you can do default descriptions. So like every time I upload a video, it auto fills the description category. And then I just put at the top, I put like, this video is about blah, blah, blah. But you don't have to put all your links and all your shit. You don't have to do that every time. So what you do is you go to settings down here, and then you go to upload defaults. And you can actually have a default title, which, I obviously don't do. And then you can have a default description. So I have all of this saved on a note on my. I have it all saved on a note on my phone, and then I update it when needed, and then I'll come in here and update this. So every time I create a video, it uploads all this into a description right away. I don't have to copy and paste. I don't have to type any of this shit out, right? And I put a line above it, so every time I just have to hit this and then hit space, 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 and then type above it. Another thing,
that. And I would assume it would also
create a link tree. So go to linktree.com or whatever this is right here. And you can add all these links to that. And then it's just one link that takes you to that. And then you have basically your description there. So like this is my link tree. Let me go here. I'll pull it up and you guys can see the link tree too. And I still put it all in the description because I know some people they're not going to follow the right link or whatever. And then another thing I do is every time I upload a video, I schedule them all out, right? Like 10 days out or whatever. Every time a video uploads, which is like 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. every day, I go to the video, I copy my description, and then I go to the actual video on YouTube and I paste that description in as a comment, and then I pin the comment because nobody actually knows how to check and find a description. Like, it's amazing how many people don't know where the description is.
So you just have it as a pinned comment, so it's at the top of your comment.
And I've noticed since doing that, I've gotten a lot more traffic on those links and stuff. And it makes it easier. I get less questions like, where's the link to this? Or, what knife is that or whatever? Well, boom, it's right in the comments now. A lot of people just can find it.
Very helpful.
So you can upload default descriptions. You can upload default a lot of things. Like I have tags. So it automatically tags all this shit into all my videos. So I don't have to do it custom for every video. Sometimes I add stuff, but not really. You can default settings. So one thing you want to default is
not for kids.
Yeah, not for kids. I forget where it is, but it's in here. Monetization you can default. Where's the one for not for kids? I think it's no. It might be a different spot.
Those tags are a good idea because that's all SEO, search engine optimization. It helps people that are just searching Google find your video.
No, there's another setting where you can do the not.
Yeah, but it's in that default settings upload.
It's somewhere. You kind of have to just dick around in YouTube Studio and you'll find stuff. So here's like channel keywords. I have that. It might be here. There it is. So it's under settings, channel, advanced settings. No, set this channel is not made for kids. I never upload content that's made for kids. Check that.
Always.
And save that shit. It'll save you a lot of time, so you don't have to do it every time. and it'll save you from having, issues. Allow viewers to clip my content. Don't show potentially inappropriate words. Auto captioning occasionally makes mistakes. Oh, okay, got it. So there's other stuff. I don't know what this is yet. Haven't seen this yet. Video uploads. I don't know. I'll have to look at this later. I didn't even know that was there. Default unit. So that's settings. And then here's the link tree. Let me show you the link tree real quick. So if I go here, I mean, you guys have probably seen a link tree, but
I haven't. I mean, this is helpful stuff.
So you just you go to Linktree, you can actually download the app, and then it's so easy. You literally just paste a link and you can put a title for it. You can add a thumbnail if you want. Some of them auto-generate that. But basically I uploaded my logo. You just put your name or whatever. You can put a little description if you want. And then I have, my Lefty channel, the Instagram, Divo Instagram, and then all my links. Patreon.
It's basically a link landing page, branded link landing page.
It makes it so you don't have to link every single thing every time. You just link this, and it has all the links. And then you can move these around. You can, when you get new ones, you just add it, and the same link will always work. You don't have to go back and edit the link on everything you put it on. So it makes it nice. So like in 5 years, all my links might be different, but all my videos that have this link, it'll
take. Is that what the app looks like?
Yeah, the app is basically this. Yeah, that's it. Oh, we got a super chat. What up? Thank you, Mike. The links are awesome, and the fact that they are on every single video now gobbles some nuts. Thanks, dude. Yeah, I try to make it easy. Not all the links like benefit me. A lot of them are just links to codes that I have. If I have a code, I put the link. So like a lot, like White Mountain, a lot of them I don't get like commission or anything. I just want you guys get a discount, so I put it on there. And there are a lot where I do get commission, but that's kind of the point of having affiliate links. And I won't ever promote anything I don't like. You know what I mean? So if it's on that link tree, it means it's good, in my opinion. All right, so that's the descriptions. Let me show one other thing, and then and then we can go back to the normal stuff. But so if you go to content, where's content? Where's the fucking video? There, content. So if I click on a video, like this one's uploaded, I'm going to go to edit. Now, normally when you upload a video, you go through like a process, right? Actually, if you want, here, I'll upload a video and show you exactly how I do it. Let me see what Monaco. Okay, Vostede Valkyrie unboxing. I'll do that one. So you upload the video. I don't edit shit, so that's on you. If you do, you got to do all that first. But Vostede Valkyrie unboxing, I would probably change the title to something like, more catchy, like really cool fucking button locker. I don't know. Sometimes I run out of shit and I just say I'm unboxing this night. If I think it's the new best button lock, then I'll say that, but this is good. I just don't think it's that good. Anyway, so Vostede Valkyrie unboxing. And then see how it put all the description in here already. I don't have to do anything. And then I just hit this and I unbox the Vostede Valkyrie button lock. And then I'll take the link if I have one. So right here I have a Vostede link. Copy that. Put it up here. Boom. Done. Just make it a little cleaner by backing this up. There we go. Then I scroll down. I already have it checked for not for kids. Don't have to worry about that. And then I go to playlist, unboxing, check, next, monetization, check. On. Next. Scroll down. I never have to do any of this because I don't do anything weird. Agree. And then here's where you want to add some stuff. On the add end screen, you just click add. I used to think it automatically did this, but it doesn't. So
yeah, I'm curious which one you use because I use a certain one, the one on the right.
Oh, really?
Yep. I don't know why. Everything
I usually use this one.
That's the one that I
drag. You can move them around, so I just drag it up. Or depending on what's in the video, if I'm covering something, I'll kind of move it around.
Do you keep the default time setting or do you shorten it? I had been shortening it, but now I'm keeping it default.
I never do. I literally try to do the most impact with the least amount of like work.
And I don't
when it comes to editing and uploading, because I upload like 20 videos at once. It's just so hard to do all this shit. So I just do best for viewer and do this, and then I hit save. So now at the end of your video, your channel pops up and a recommended video. And that's good because you want people to either subscribe or find another video to watch so they watch more of your stuff.
Stay engaged with your content.
Yeah. I always thought it automatically did that because I always saw it on Metal Complex's channel at the end of videos. And I was like, oh, it must just automatically do that. And then I found this and I was like, shit, I've never done that.
Do you use cards? Because I've never understood how those are different.
So that's the other thing I wanted to show was cards. So you just click add. And you can add 5 cards. So what I'll do is I'll click here and I'm unboxing this with the low drag jack. So hit the plus sign, go to video, and then I'll find the low drag jack video. You can search or just scroll down like I know it's going to be right here. So here's the review. Click on that. Now there's the card for that. I'll keep going. What else do I have? Lynch clips. I don't know what I would say about lynch clips. I got a growler that I'm not going to bring any attention to. So I got a Vosteed button lock. I'll search Vosteed and just see if I have another video of theirs. And then I kind of just pop them in. So I got this one. Here I showed, go back. Show the mash. So I'll pull up a mash video. By the time this posts, this video will be out. So I'll click on that. And then like right here, I'll probably add the link. So I'll go to link. I already have it copied, I think, from, Take the link back up. So that's my affiliate link to Vosteed. I'll hit apply. Once you hit apply on a link, it asks for some stuff. You got to do this. So it wants like an image. There's no valid image. So I got to upload something. Don't know if I have a photo of the Vosteed.
But you could download it from Google Images or something if you didn't.
Yeah, I could do something. I honestly,
or take a picture of it.
I'll probably come back to this because I don't have one on my phone as being used as a camera. Did I take a picture of this thing?
That's very helpful, though, because I had no idea how to use cards, and that makes perfect sense now.
I just want like a generic image. You're not going to give me one, are you, you son of a b? All right. Whatever. Just use that. Just give me something. I don't care. I'll try to update that later. All right. So you do that. Then you put card title, Vosteed, Vosteed link I'll put. I don't know if they care if it's an affiliate or not. Call to action, I just put, check out Vosteed.
Then or learn more, something like that. Just keep it simple.
Vosteed website, boom. And then now we have 4, and if I want, I can add another one like at the end here. You don't have to add 4. Like here's the RR standard, so I'll just type in standard, find my video, boom. Once you add them all, hit save, and now I have 5 cards saved. That's like the most time-consuming part of uploading videos is the cards. Next, and then I'll schedule it. I think I'm scheduled out till the 20th. So I'll do the 20th at 6 p.m. I think is the next open slot, and I'll hit schedule. Got it. Boom. That's how I upload a video. And
I'm still trying to figure out the best time to schedule. I've got mine scheduled for 6 a.m. every morning. I just do one a day, and I've got them scheduled out for probably 10 days.
Yeah, I have them usually. Well, so I do it every time I record a video later, later that day, whatever, I upload or I transfer all of them from my phone to my MacBook. And then on Sundays, I upload every video that I have on the MacBook, and I just do 2 a day. And I usually end up being a week or 10 days out. And then obviously they all get posted as I go through the week. And then Sunday I'm back. So like tomorrow I'll probably work on it, and I still have videos for,
queued up.
Yeah, I still have videos going another 4 or 5 days after that in case, I can't get to it or whatever. But I usually always get to it on Sunday.
Yeah, since I don't edit any, all of my uploads, I've never used the YouTube Studio on my laptop. I do use it on.
It's so bad on your phone, dude. It takes so long. Sometimes,
dude, mine have been quick.
There's a lot of things that go wrong when you use it on your phone.
Knock on wood.
Oh, dude. Yo, what's up, dude? My bad.
What's going on, Kev?
What is up, GP?
What's happening, Javon?
Living the Drizay.
Super chat. Thank you, Rocky. I bought the Cyborg live with you and Ben. Love to you and yours. Thank you, Chef Rocky. Appreciate it, brother. There we go. What up, John? You just got done work?
Yeah, a couple minutes ago. I had to let my phone charge up a little bit. What's going on, Kevo? Kevy Poo?
Not much, man. You got to use your phone as your webcam, man. I got it plugged in to the MacBook, and then it charges while I do it.
Oh, I do. I've got it plugged in now. Oh, okay. I was at like 30%. I wanted to get it up to like 45 or so for a.
Who's this guy? Twat waffle. Yeah, I was down a rabbit hole. Anyway, hopefully that helps anybody who just watched that. If you have a channel and you didn't know about cards or defaults and shit, I would say get a link tree. I think that's the easiest way to do it. If I didn't already have all that shit saved for a description, I would literally just put the link tree link and be done with it. You could limit your descriptions to like fucking 2 lines if you just had the link tree.
I think that's very helpful and good stuff.
Yeah, Kev hit on the biggest key though. Don't use your phone to upload because
I do every single one of mine, and all I do is I go into iMovies and I do the little intro that I did on Canva, and I marry that with my little video that I shot.
Do you have a MacBook or no?
No, I've got a PC, but it doesn't take that long. But my videos aren't super long.
It doesn't take that long to upload?
No, I've got.
I always found I couldn't close the app. I couldn't do anything while it uploaded, or it would stop uploading.
The only time I can't close the app is when it's in iMovie. So when it's in iMovie, converting it and saving it.
So annoying.
To me, it's just easy peasy. Then I delete the videos, so I'm not taking up RAM on my phone. And I've never had an issue, knock on wood.
Fuck intros, man. Nobody wants to watch your intro after the first time they see it.
Hey, guess what? I'm a branding freak. I'm one of those guys who's a digital marketer. So I won't beat it in, and I won't tell you to buy stuff without telling you that it was sent to me for free. But I will brand myself.
Yeah, I don't know. I just can't. The reason I don't do it anymore beyond that is it takes time. Trying to do 20 videos in one sitting and editing them was a nightmare because I'd have to sit there and wait for iMovie to render the video out. And I'm doing that with 20 videos. It was just so much work for a 10-second intro and a little card that had the title in it. It wasn't worth it, you know?
Well, you're putting out like content. I can
understand like 3 videos a week or something. Yeah, then you can kind of go ham on editing. Or if it's your free time, your full-time job. I mean, What's up, free spinning pins? What's up, dude?
I think I've uploaded maybe 3 of my videos ever with a laptop. The rest have all been done on my phone, and it is such a freaking pain.
Yeah, G-Ball, I would just do it on your. So if you have a Samsung and a PC or whatever, I'm sure every system is now capable of an AirDrop or whatever. I literally just record the video and then I open it and I hit AirDrop, click on my MacBook, boom, it just sends it over. I can send like 3 hours worth of video. It will take like 5 minutes to transfer. And then I have them all saved to my desktop. And then the day I go to edit, I just have 15 or 20 videos sitting there and I just start uploading one at a time on the MacBook and I can rip through it. I mean, it still takes me a couple hours, you know, but it used to take me all day because I'd be editing and it takes 30 minutes for every video to render out. And I make 45-minute videos sometimes and I'm doing 2 a day. It's just, I don't know.
That's insane. That's a huge load, but
right.
hats off to Grateful Panic
doing it
because he makes all of his thumbnails and all of his little interactive things, all of his tiles, which to me are just a pain in the ass. But he does those on his phone.
Who?
Grateful Panic, like the little ones when he's
I do thumbnails on my phone because I have an app on my phone. I do the thumbnails, but I don't do fancy anything. I'm a volume guy. I'm not a.
Wait, what do you saying? Quantity over quality?
Yeah, we call that frequency in the industry. You're a frequency guy. Your reach is going to come naturally.
Yeah. So, because what I get enjoyment out of is making the videos, and you know, the editing and uploading doesn't. It does nothing for me. It's like work. I don't want to do work, so I'm going to limit it as much as I can. You know.
Well, what's unique about you is I don't watch your content for as much about the knife. I know the knife's going to be covered, but I know sometime in there you're going to have your brain's going to go down a rabbit hole and you're going to have a rant, and that's where I think the entertainment and the engagement comes in. Where I don't know if you have people drop, but I would think your engagement's pretty long.
Yeah. Kevin, like the minutes per whatever.
Yeah. How long?
Yeah, I'd have to look it up. I don't even know how to. Let me see. Dashboard. Does it tell you?
It does.
Per video or per?
You can look at per video, or you can go to analytics and look at it in general, and then you can look at your highs and your lows. So if you can see a trend that people drop off when you're doing something specific, you can change. So go to
audience.
Read the top 4. I think it's content. Go to content.
Kevin, in a nutshell, I don't want to do work.
I mean, I don't want to do that work. I work my ass off, but not when it comes to that.
I'll show you at some point. I'll go in and look at mine and I'll screen share with you because analytics is my game. Oh, that's where it's showing your view hours in the last 28 days.
But I know it shows it on. It shows it like on average view duration. These are all shorts though.
But you can have it pull it up by video or by short, and you can have it rank them by top to bottom, and then it will show you at the bottom of that scroll which are the ones that have the shortest engagement. So if you were going to go back and look at the videos individually, they're all analytic out.
Oh, here's more. Okay. Now it's like really in depth. I never look at analytics.
I live in Google Analytics for clients, and that's the only reason I started my YouTube channel.
This is what you're talking about. All right.
I started my YouTube channel initially with shorts just so I could get into YouTube Studio and analytics because I have clients that I have to do that for, and I didn't know how to use it.
So this is the last 28 days, I guess?
Yeah, you can look at your lifetime, dude. You can look at when you started uploading videos.
Problem is, these are all fucking shorts. I hate shorts with a passion.
You can filter those out. Those out because those are
by content percentage, more metrics. Oh my god, holy shit!
Why do you do so damn many of them if you hate them?
Yeah, they're necessary.
Because it's good for the channel.
Basically. It grows me subscribers more than anything else.
Exactly. It grows subscribers. So here's the thing. My theory on this is I never did really care about shorts. I would do them when like something, when I could do something funny, like, or had something I wanted to say or whatever. But people watch them. Like it's, and you get
a lot
subscribers
of people in
off
India
it.
watch them.
The way I'm thinking about it is once I get to like 10,000, I'm going to stop going ham on shorts. And I'll go back to doing it when like there's something I really want to talk about. Now I kind of just like come up with stuff to do it, which bugs me a little bit that I do that, but
well, hell, you're not far from that 10K though.
It's a necessary evil. I was telling the guys in the one chat because they were all talking about shorts and I was like, I do them so that you guys don't pass me in subs.
But your viewers or new viewers have short attention spans. That's why TikTok, which by the way I will not download because it's a Chinese, and I have nothing against some spyware, but
I tried it
there
for
are
like
a lot of
2
people
seconds.
that like short content. So you don't have to think about it as you're greedily putting them out there for subscribers. You're just adding an additional type of content for what the internet has shown that it's willing to risk its internet privacy to go consume in droves.
And the one thing I like about it is it's good for like, Urban EDC's dropping these or whatever. Like, so I can let people know these are coming and I don't have to make a full video. Like before I'd have to like make a video about it. And it's like, well, I don't even want to do that half the time. So you just don't, so it's brought in more like affiliate stuff too.
And watch how Ray does his shorts.
I fucking hate his shorts, dude. I want to murder him.
I know.
Every time I see a short because he does this shit.
But do you watch him?
Yeah, I've watched like 5, and then I stopped because he finger flicks everything that comes out of a box. It's so annoying. It's just like it's like 1 second video after video of him flicking some shit. I give him shit all the time.
Hey, it works, man.
No, I know it works, and people like it, but I hate it personally.
And that's the TikTok stuff. That's the stuff that we don't really understand, but that's the format that gets engagement on TikTok. Yeah. And that's bringing people who are not nice people into watching nice content.
Baby. Thank you, John Walker, by the way. Appreciate the super chat, man.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm loading up my nicotine dispensing devices.
Let me open these packages because I don't know what the hell is in them. I got this knife in yesterday, and I fucking love it. I've been meaning to get one of these.
Is that a Wingman? EDC?
Yeah, Wingman.
Where did I see a lot of those? There was a drop somewhere, and I was looking at them about 300.
E-knives,
yeah, E-knives.
They're so good. If you can get one of these, if you like the F5, you'll fucking love this thing.
Is that the Mayo?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had my eye on that one and never pulled the trigger. It's that good?
Yeah, it's literally like the same size as the F5, but it's a little slimmer in all dimensions. Has this really nice top flipper, really sick blade. I mean, it's more of a drop point than
I love anything. It. I love the way it looks.
Yeah, great hole. There's a couple downsides. It has no lock bar insert, so it's titanium liner.
And speed hole.
Because it's Riot, it's fine. And then it has proprietary hardware. Those 2 things.
And speed holes. That's 3.
But the speed holes are small, so I'm fine with it.
Oh, I know. I'm just talking about aesthetically. It's not my jam. Even though I like Todd knife and tool, but I don't consider those speed holes.
But it makes it faster.
So these...
Lets the blood drain out.
So these are they're on E-Knives and some other places right now, and E-Knives has them for these with belt satin for $316.
E-Knives is one of the best places to order, and I guess it's because they're so close to us. John and I are going to make a pilgrimage up there because they're in Hickston, Tennessee, which is about 50 miles from where we are.
I've been trying to get them to give me an affiliate link because
they're the nicest people. They won't give you an affiliate link.
I can't, like, they don't check their fucking Instagram, or I don't know. The right person doesn't
email them.
It's just him and her.
I don't know. They have employees for sure, packing orders and shit. Because somebody else emailed me back when I reached out about this knife, because I ordered the blue and then I was like, shit, I want the white.
Everything I've ordered from them, it's been a higher end knife, a Medford or something like that. They always give me a handwritten note. And
they have OTF. I got a handwritten note with this. Yeah. But yeah, I messaged them on Instagram and I was like, I don't know if you guys have an affiliate program, but like I buy shit from you and I like your stuff. So would make sense because they have a different market than a lot of the places I work with, because it's like the tactical stuff. It's not like all the time that I buy that stuff, but when I do, I usually get it from there.
Try emailing them, dude.
We have a few affiliates. I don't know what they said after that. Their English was pretty bad on the message. And then I responded and I haven't heard back. And it took them like a week to respond in the first place. So
I've been an absolute slacker on that email. I asked you if it was legit from Urban EDC. I haven't replied to that. I need to.
The what?
The one I got from Urban EDC Supply, which I was asking you if it looked legit, and you said that was the guy that you deal with on social media.
Matt?
The message I got from them asking me to fill out a little thing, and they'd use some of my
posts. The carry thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, you should do that.
I'm going to. I just have I slipped my mind. I'm squirrel brained.
All right, so I got this package, and we don't know who it's from. It has a name. It just says Patterson.
Why don't you bigger yourself, dude?
It's from South Carolina. I should what?
Make yourself big.
You should, yeah. Make yourself big.
Bigify.
Because you're about to open a package, dude.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, you should have access so you can do it. It's a Kunwu. All right, so this is a return. I handle their shit in the U.S. usually.
I'm curious if it's the sheep foot.
Somebody returned a... Ooh.
Is it the sheep's foot?
Yeah.
What's wrong with it? I want it.
I want to check that bitch out.
Can't flick it right hand or left handed.
God dang.
No play. A little bit of up and down, but they kind of all have that, I feel like. All the Kunwus I've had have a little bit of rock.
So does that one feel like the first Kunwu? I mean, I love the fact that it's got the multiple deployments. That's why I don't like the X Tau as much, because it doesn't have the back flipper.
Right. So the one I have right now is the compact Tau.
How do you like that?
Oh, it's fucking perfect, dude. This is the best Kunwu. It's the perfect size. 3 1/4.
It looks good.
Yeah, the original Tau was just a little too big. Then they made a mini, which was fucking tiny. And the compact is perfect. The Zen is really good too. But yeah, this one's good. This feels fine to me. It's Vanex, sheep's foot blade. I don't know. I can't see an issue.
Do they give you a note? They want you to fix it, or are they just returning it because they want a replacement?
Yeah, so I'll get the returns depending on what happened. It could be a warranty issue, and they want me to like try to fix it. Like I've had to replace some springs and shit, or like a detent. I don't know, whatever. But this sounded like the email they sent me sounded like the guy just was returning it for a refund. Like maybe he just didn't want it, or he spent too much money that week. I don't know.
Do they sell blims, or do they just, what do they do with their knives?
So I'll hold on to it, and then if they sell a knife to somebody in the U.S., they'll have me just ship it to that person, so that person doesn't have to wait for it from China.
I got you. So you
as long as it's in new condition or whatever, and I'll tell them what the condition is. This feels fucking great. So other than that slight up and down, but like I said, they all have had that. Every single Kunwu frame lock I've tried has it.
Dude, do you not realize what kind of comic gold this is, Kev? Rewind to your first disassembly, reassembly videos, and now you're doing warranty repairs for a knife company.
That is amazing.
It's still a little bit weird that they want me to do it.
Even Kevin thinks it's weird. You guys sure?
I mean, as long as it goes well, it doesn't really matter, I guess.
I hate to mod this knife, but I love the way that Cole put the hole in his.
Which one?
The Tau, X-Tau. The hole that Cole did when he Stormtroopered it. I wouldn't go to the Stormtrooper, but...
The Axis lock one?
No.
No, he's got the original.
That's not the X, then. The X
the big Tau.
I'm sorry,
you just have the Tau.
That used to be my damn Tau, that bastard.
Yeah. All right.
I think it's called the big Tau.
Then I have this package from Luft Concepts.
Ooh.
Oh, how's old Jake doing?
I bet that's a Thai Avant.
It is. It's like we ordered it. And maybe it has that prototype I want in here. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Too bad. I wanted to win that.
When you sell that one, let me know.
So you got a Vero pouch with a Luft RE. That's really nice. I prefer this over the packaging they did last time.
Well,
you don't like the fanny pack?
My wife loves it, but
like
I don't need it.
Dude, I'm pretty sure that whole concept came out of a live stream where everybody was bashing the Avant.
What concept?
The fanny pack.
Well, yeah. I don't know. Somebody said to do a fanny pack at one point. I think he was like, yeah.
Yeah, because we were ragging on the Avant. Like, I mean, good naturedly. Like, because we were calling it the hipster knife, and everybody was like saying shit like the Avant carries a banjo even though it doesn't know how to play it. The Avant eats artisanal hummus.
I remember that.
Yeah.
And Kevin, you got to remember that you can complete the set when you get tired of that one, since you hooked me up with this one.
Yeah, you want another one?
I'd love a Thai one if it becomes available.
First impression, dude.
Dude, the reverse flick. Oh. D10 is money on this. I had the prototype of this one, and I freaking fell back in love with the knife.
I'm one of the few people that I love the belly on the front. It is not, because I don't make a lot of label type cuts, but I love the way that the blade is set up on this knife.
We call those Kev cuts.
Yeah. It's got a little bit of stick, like click on it. I'm hoping that wears in, or I can maybe there's oil on there. But other than that, the D10 on this one is, I don't know if they tested mine.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no failing it on that flipper. I mean, you can see I'll pull it till it breaks.
Is Riot doing these too?
Yep. And then on the reverse flick.
Hold it up so we can see that pattern one more time.
Bottom of the hole, I can probably feel it. Yeah. And I can hear it still. It needs to break in the detent path.
It's got them hive holes all over it.
I love it.
It's supposed to be like the vent on or the front grill on a certain car.
Does it feel good? Just good mix of texture, and what's the texture vision on it?
Oh, it's great. Yeah. I don't know what texture vision is, but
it's a grading between 1 and 10, not to be confused with the jimping vision. Jimpy, jimpy, jimpy.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but if it's good. I mean, it looks cool, and I don't know, but 1 to 10.
Yeah, so if it's very textury, like
I don't know, like a 4, maybe.
Okay, good.
Yeah, it doesn't like tear you up at all. But
Bees would approve.
It's a bees thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Now I know why I don't know about it. I can't watch his videos. I love him. I just can't watch his
Brian's
videos.
Great.
Yeah, he's a good dude. His energy though, I don't. I'm the opposite. You know what I mean?
He's trying to sell some ShamWows.
Yeah, right.
Come on, man, cut him a break.
Yeah, this is sick. I really enjoyed the prototype that came in, and
so how much heavier is it? I mean, does it still feel weight relief? Is it still a nimble knife? When I say nimble, I know this is
it's definitely heavier because it has no milling, because they have to fit the liner pockets.
But it's still light for a titanium knife.
And it has Zerk on it. You got to remember that. He said, maybe I shouldn't say anything.
Don't say anything.
Done said it now.
But I believe there might be some other versions.
Oh, right on.
You know, like most people do exclusives and shit. I think they might have done some. I haven't seen them, or I don't know for sure, but I swear I heard some. And
question. Well, no, you haven't,
shape
because
is
it's a
nice.
pre-order. The new Kvist.
I really like this. I'm happy I got this. Really happy.
It's
Shout out
one
to
of my
Jake,
top
guys.
10 knives, the original Avant. I'm not a detractor. I love it, and I've told Jake.
Well, that's
Dr. Drew Dude says we're currently listening to Kev talk to the voices in his head and looking at his ass. Look at that ass. That camera knows right where to go.
Is it following my hand?
Yeah, shake it, baby.
I'm grabbing some alcohol wipes. Oh shit, am I still big? My bad.
Yeah.
I'm grabbing some alcohol wipes, see if I can clean the tang and maybe get that lock stick out of there.
So hey, you know anything about the new what is it, the PE3 Kvist variant, the frame lock?
The hollow grind?
What about it?
Have you handled one? I mean, I know it's
I did a review on the prototype.
I don't watch your videos.
But I know, what are you asking though?
No, I mean, what do you think about it?
I like it. It's the best.
Okay.
It's the best one yet.
Even better than your custom?
I don't have the custom anymore.
Well, I mean, you had one.
I don't know about that, but it's the best production one. But it's really good.
Okay.
Did you see Jim Skelton's video today that I thought was very intriguing about his knife snob video, which he says in jest, but he talks about how now production knives are as good, if not better, than a lot of the custom knives.
They're way better, dude. They're obnoxiously.
Yeah.
They're better to the point where, because I came into the knife world later than him, I struggle with customs because I always have issues that are like things that would be a huge problem for a production knife.
I think you opened his eyes with some of the relationship stuff that you've shared with him, and not that he's maybe seeing more of them than he used to.
Maybe. Yeah. Different stuff anyway, you know.
Brandon Thrasher.
Yeah, this is fucking good. I'm hoping that wears in and then I'm solid, because
I'm almost hoping it doesn't, so you kind of just don't like it, and you're like,
just hit up Jake and ask for one. They did
I hate to do that,
but they didn't. They only sold. I think they said they only put up half as pre-orders.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Just hit him up and ask if he has one. He might hook you up. I don't know. I always do. If I have a knife in my possession and somebody asks, like, hey, you got an extra stout? If I have it, I'll be like, yeah, sure. Like, why would you say no?
Well, see, that's why I didn't hit you up for a mash, because I figured everybody would be bothering you. And that's why I asked if you were doing another drop, because I would think that would get old if everybody that you know is like, hey, dude, can I buy one from you?
I ask people that, so if people ask me, I'm happy to oblige. But like the mash, I don't have them.
Because that wasn't, that was a collab.
Like, I got growlers right here. They're for a show, but like if somebody was like, hey, I want a whatever one, if I have one, I would sell it.
And if you guys don't have one,
so everybody in the chat hit Kev up for a growler now.
It is freaking awesome. I cannot wait till a premium comes out.
Yeah,
but I love this knife. It was my number one budget knife.
I got news on the premium front. So
do tell.
I hit up a couple OEMs. I tried to get a hold of Hogue, actually. And I hit up a company called Shank Knives. And I met them at Blade West. And they were one of the companies that Alex actually recommended. But I hit them up, and it sounds like they can take on the project. But it's going to be a little different because, you know, apparently getting knives made here is actually kind of hard. It's not as easy as it looked with the whole M3 thing. So the minimum I think he said was like 250 pieces, and if you do a production run, and then the price was like over 100 and something more than it would have been with, the other project.
Understandably.
Yeah, exactly. But what I think we're going to do, because they also offer like small batch, basically custom runs of 20. So I think that's what I'm going to start with. If, this is all like I just started talking to them, but so I think I might do that, do like small batch 20-piece runs and change the steel, change the inlay, whatever every time. And if enough people are into it and buying them and it gets popular enough to where I can foresee selling 250, then I could do a big run.
That sounds like just a smart marketing move.
Yeah. And if they do 20, they hand grind them. So that would be cool. It would basically be a custom. Like it would be like a mid-tech, maybe you could call it.
And the price should reflect that.
I think the number one question.
It's gonna be, I don't know the pricing yet. Based on the 250-piece price, it would probably be somewhere around, I don't know, 500 or 600 for the knife. Now, with the small batch, it's probably going to get more expensive. So I don't know. If I could keep it at like 600 or less, I'd be happy. And I think I could get people to pay that. At least 20 people would probably be into it.
Absolutely.
Kev, before you decide if you're going to roll with them, the main question you need to ask them is what their stance is on the earth being flat.
Yeah. Well, the first thing I said to him yesterday when he emailed me and said they could do it, and we started talking and whatnot, I said, I'm gonna need footage of you doing this. Like, I'm gonna need pictures and video of you making these knives in the United States. And his response was, "We'll happily, we'll show you whatever, like during, after footage."
We saw what happened to M3 Tactical. Fuck that. Yeah, we're sending you videos, dude.
Well, after the second or third email, he was like, "Oh, this is the knife that," and I was like, "Yeah," because I told him in the beginning, I told him what happened, but I guess he didn't put 2 and 2 together right away.
Well, when I was digging through their YouTube and came across the playlist on convincing me and Grateful Panic that the earth is indeed flat and that I am, and it's really more like a snow globe, but I was like, WTF.
Yeah, I'm convinced now. I'm full-fledged flat earth
society
member.
It goes back to, if you're a stockbroker and you don't talk about college football, you don't talk about religion, and you don't talk about politics on your social media if you don't want to alienate a good number of people who might be your customer otherwise. And when I see people mix their business with any type of divisive type of stance, to me, I'm just like, why the fuck would you do that?
I avoid it at all costs.
And that's smart. Like, as one should
do that. And I also just don't care, because those things don't interest me at all.
It's like a snow globe, Nath. So it's flat, but there's this little cone.
It's like a pizza with a dome over it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
My earth is flat. Isn't flat. It's hollow ground.
I prefer a hollow ground earth.
Yeah, dude. The pony. I'm excited about the pony. Seems like.
Yeah, I like that, dude.
A lot of people are digging it, so I'm excited.
I'm digging it.
Hopefully, a lot of people are, because we had to order 800 of them. So there's gonna be a lot. But we'll see. If they do what they did on the prototypes, like if they nail the just crisp poppy detents and the great action on them, I think we're going to be golden.
Is that one that you think, I know it's not set up like the Stout, but that you'll be able to offer scales for?
I haven't gone down that rabbit hole yet with them. I don't really want to do that. So I probably would try to get the file and see if I can get carbonize on it again. Which reminds me, I just paid for 20 more sets of Stout scales. So I have half and half. I have 80s camo carbon, and I have sunset camo carbon coming. So if anybody has a Stout, you still need scales, I'll be dropping another. That might be the last batch, because I don't know how many more people are going to want scales for their knife. But we'll see if the demand is there. I'll order more. But Sunset and 80s. So that's cool. And then I got, so I probably will, yes. I will probably get carbonized scales though. So they'll be US made scales. And it'll cost $100 or whatever. But, you know, that's up to you guys if you want to spend that on scales for a knife that costs less than that.
And that's the Lynch you slapped on there, right?
Yep. You can also put Lynch and RGT clips on. So we try to make it customizable. But I also ordered, coming from Carbonize, I got the stout scales and I got a few sets for the lander. So I have, because I have two, I wanted them. I got 80s and Sunset camo scales for this knife coming. And I ordered an extra like 2 sets of each. So if anybody's looking for scales for this knife, I might put them on the site if I can't sell them, you know, like to somebody I know. But
and while you've got that knife out, is it just a little bigger than the wee banter? Because I'm thinking about the big banter.
It's about the same size, honestly. It's just thinner. Like it's a thinner knife. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So like it's like the F5 probably in size. No, it's actually shorter.
Is that your like favorite budget knife ever?
Ever?
Well, I guess right now.
No. Was this in my budget knife of the year video? Because it's really good, but the Pinion won that easy.
I still don't have opinion.
It's really good. It's just that it's in D2 that throws it off for me on the being the best kind of thing. Like that's why it's $60. It's in fucking D2. This thing cost them probably less than $20 to make to you know.
But they're doing a killing with the scales.
It probably cost QSB like $3 to make this knife. You know?
It's under the K-bar type of feel.
It's exact, dude. It is a K-bar dozier.
That's why I wasn't gonna throw it that much shade, but that's kind of what it looks like.
It's not a copy, but it's definitely doziery.
The same build quality.
It's kind of like a dozier mixed with a rat or something. I don't know. I think it's its own thing. I'm not saying it copied, but you can for sure make that comparison.
Yeah, but more solidly built.
It's fantastic. It really is one of the best budget knives I've handled. It's cheap, but like it fires so well. The action's incredible. It has, in my opinion, really good ergonomics, just simple ergos. It is sharp. I mean, it's a good knife. I just hate that it's D2 and uncoated, but I haven't rusted it yet. I guess I haven't had it in the summer yet either. But
have you tried the Wicked Wax yet?
What?
Have you tried Wicked Wax?
Yeah, you hooked me up with that guy, and then he sent. Remember, he gave you like 5 tubs or things for, and then he's like, yeah, I'll send you some for review, and he sent me like this microscopic little thing of it.
Well, reach out to him and say, no, send me a.
No, it's enough. It's enough. I've been using it on my slips. I put it on my slips, and then I put it on the actual scales to wet the scales. The problem is the slips just suck up everything I put it. Like I put mineral oil on these scales. I put the wax on these scales. I put, what else have I put on here? Other shit. I don't even remember. Oil. I've tried nano oil and shit and put that in the scales to wet it. But then I put it in the slip, and the slip sucks it all up. So it never stays wet, and the slip dries out. I don't get it. I don't know how it's like magic. But I love this slip from Troy for the 80s one. It's just so good. That reminds me, these are still for sale, guys. These dropped yesterday.
They're on several sites. I was looking at them today.
Yeah. I believe it was a larger batch, which is, if anybody's like wondering why are they like selling less, I don't think they're selling less. He just had a larger batch this time, and he had new dealers. You know,
does Troy do 6-blade sheaths?
I don't think so, because I think I asked about the Chickadee. He doesn't do clips, so like.
Yeah, but I'm looking for a pocket dropper. I mean, that's something that Joe's doesn't have right now is clips. And I sent him a message today.
I don't know if his books are open, but you could ask him.
This is a great little USA made knife.
This knife is incredible. This is in my top 3 of the Jack Wolfs, which changes all the time, but
it changes every month, I swear.
Venom, Midnight, and Low Drag are now my top 3. This one grew on me like a lot. And so did the Walk and Talk. It broke in like a beast.
And they're the sliciest knives you can get, right?
Oh, yeah. And this one, I've had people say that blade shape's like horrible or whatever. It depends on your purpose or your use. Yeah. But this thing, if you're cutting cardboard or something.
Or bull nuts.
It's so good because what happens is you start back here where it's thin and it gets so fat that it just brings in the material and fucking just wants to eat it. It's so good. I love this blade.
Yeah, it's a good one. That's like the big fat belly spear on the GC bullet end jack.
Right. But this one has like a little bit of tip. Like it's not as bad as like the K9 that's really snubby. I actually used the Hogue OTF for zip ties tonight at my parents' because my aunt gave my daughter a bunch of toys and shit tonight, and I had to pop like 18 zip ties off of something, and it was great. I just got under them, and
what blade steel's that? I don't know.
Push and it pops it. It's S30V.
S30V.
Yeah, this thing's fantastic. I really love
it. Is that your new rabbit hole OTFs?
Nah, I got one after the ban got lifted here, the Heretic one, and then Blue Creek showed me he got this, so I was like, oh, I want one, and he had another one, and then I basically traded him my Heretic to get this, because I like it more, and then I have that dagger one coming to review, but I'm not like really actively like going down a rabbit hole or anything, but they're really cool.
You're digging them.
Get that recurve effect that tracks the material in. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Let me show you this dagger OTF. I need to take a piss, so let me maybe see if I can pull up a video on it. We can play that, or you guys can look at it and talk about it. I don't know, whatever you want. But
you just got to piss.
Yes, I need to piss. Dagger. Oh no, that's YouTube. Let's do this. Dagger Mermaid, it's called. So
I thought that was trademarked by Boker.
Here's Neves. Let's just watch that. All right, he's probably live right now. I didn't even think of that.
I think he's probably done, but Jared is one whose energy is infectious, and I enjoy his. There's a difference.
All right, let me see.
Bang! Neves Knives.
You can hear that,
Jared,
right?
and today
bang!
We are checking out.
I'm gonna go take a piss.
Unique OTF that's by Dagger Knives, and what makes it unique is that it has dual buttons. So you have action on the karambit side and on the regular side. So you can also, by the way, it does come with a new spring and a shield if you want to take one of the buttons off. So you can pick which one you want, or you can leave them both on there, but it makes it to where you can deploy it in the karambit position or in the regular position, which is pretty cool. The blade geometry is super thin. I'm actually very surprised about that. A lot of OTFs have really thick geometry. This is very thin. Like this tip, you almost can't see it. It's very, very thin geometry. So cutting wise, it's definitely going to cut and poke. Now it is in VG10 steel, and the body is made of aluminum. It's extremely light though, and then I think a titanium clip. I'm pretty sure this is titanium, but the body is aluminum, and it does have some gripping and texture on there, but it is very, very light. I'm not complaining, but I almost feel like it's too light. you know, I almost want it to have a little bit more weight. Now, it's, you know, it still has plenty of weight for me to swing it. Like, it's not that I can't swing it around or anything like that. It's fine. But, you know, I think, just me personally, I think a little bit of heft would have made it just feel, you know, a bit different and maybe just a bit better. I do like the diamond pattern all the way around. It does add some texturing, and I did use the clip in and out of the pocket. It does work just fine. The one problem with it is the clip's not reversible. So when it's in your pocket, you have to kind of, if you keep it in your pocket, you have to kind of go from behind to pull it out to get your finger in the placement of the button. Because if you pull it out the way, you know, like with your finger going this way, the button's going to be on the wrong side. So it's still pretty easy to go to. You just got to go from the back side when you yank it out of your pocket, which isn't that big of a deal. The blade shape is a spear point blade. So it is definitely a dagger blade shape made by Dagger Knives. And it does come with, you know, pretty nice pouch and the tool to take it apart and everything, which I like that they do give you an extra spring. Now, I think you have to switch the spring, and there is a video online, by the way.
Was that enough info?
That's very
cool. And the funny thing is, I'm not a OTF fan, and I'm not a tactical knife fan, but for some reason, I kind of want that knife.
Yeah, it's cool. I don't know. They're sending me one to check out, so I'll send it around and shit.
Showing that Hogue with the tritium, because I don't think he saw it when you were showing it off at the beginning. It's got a little tritium button.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh, yeah.
And they make it in Tonto or in Drop Point.
Or Lone Ranger.
It's fantastic, dude.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool, man.
Forgot KPL. I was gonna take apart this look.
Goddamn. Thrash Man said too much info, really.
What?
Because you said, is that enough info?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't remember the first version didn't have a pivot collar, right?
No, it didn't.
By the way, I got this driver from Urban EC, the Audacious Concepts ANSO driver. This thing's fucking amazing. It's like the best driver I've ever tried.
I dig that. They put the thick part where it's supposed to be, and then it's got the...
And it's like jimped. The way it's done is it feels like jimping. It's fucking really good.
I kind of want to try one of their combat beads. G10 or my card. I forget which one.
I have a white G10. If you want to buy it off me with the chickadee, I'll give you a little deal.
Think of keeping together, and we'll deal with that.
It's white right G10 after though.
Martin Luther King Day.
And that one's got more of the sphere shaped, like spinner than the disc, right?
Yeah, it doesn't spin
I like
as
that.
well as others, but it's good. Oh, I could put a lynch clip on here too.
This little Dapper's been a big surprise for me. ENG Gangster Ian convinced me when these were on sale to jump on one, and I have no regrets. And I'm not a flipper only guy, but it's a great little knife.
What is it? Oh, the Dapper. Yeah, the
Dapper.
Great, dude.
Oh, Karen G talked him into it.
What if I have to pry this off? I don't know why it's so tight.
What are you doing over there?
He's devaluing the knife I was asking to buy from him about 15 minutes ago.
Are you really?
Have you reviewed a G&G Deadlock? If not, I'll send you mine for a week or 8. Love to you. Thanks, Rocky. I haven't reviewed one, so yeah, if you want to send it, dude, I do want to like review one. I handled one at Blade Show and didn't love it, but maybe I'm just, I don't know, jaded. God damn it. I need a pry bar and some lube. I'll be right back.
That just sounds so wrong. I need a pry bar and some glue.
No, lube.
Lube, that's even worse.
Zerk pivot collar.
I need a pry bar, some lube, a feather duster, and a French-made skirt.
And then comes back kind of disappointed that he left. Yeah, that's a good knife, I hear.
And duct tape. Damn, Pit and Drinkwater said it simultaneously. And duct tape.
I agree, Crispy. And my favorite out the side is the Newport from ProTech.
What is that?
ProTech Newport.
Oh yeah, that's a really good one. Super slim.
Yeah, it is super slim, and I haven't gotten into their bigger tacticals. I did a video today with my very underrepresented ProTech collection, and I do need to get some more out the sides. But I've never been an automatic guy.
Yeah, I don't love them either. Out the sides are kind of meh to me. OTFs, I kind of get it. But out the
well,
sides,
what I've noticed with the Newport, and I don't know how the other ProTechs are, I can still one-hand close them with no issue.
I think the out the sides for me is if I like the look of the knife, I'm cool with it. But it has to be like the TR4. I dig that from ProTech, and that's probably like the only out the side I really like.
I like the little. Is it the SBR?
Yeah, that one's cool. The Les George.
I like the
design
thick blade, and I like the out the side. It's small though, but I think it's cool looking. But yeah, the Les George one.
I like the look of that runt.
Which blade shape? I mean, they've got some. They both look good to me, or maybe 3.
It's the like the sheep's footy one.
Kevin's making progress.
This thing's dry as hell.
You doing warranty work over there, Kev?
Yeah, on the Avant. They hired me. Putting some skiffs in, get rid of these.
You've come a long way, baby, from putting knives together, missing a bearing, and having every one of your subscribers screaming at the TV.
I still do that. I did one not too long ago. It was a Kunwu, my own Kunwu, and I left the lanyard pin out. Fucking thing.
It's under your arm, dumbass.
Yep. Like that is hilarious.
Thrasher, that's a good one. I like the Kershaw, and I don't know if it's the 9, but it's the one that looks like a sheep's foot and kind of has an aluminum handle, but it's got a little where you can see the blade through it.
Oh, that's the 11.
The 11. That's a cool looking.
Yeah, that's a cool little out the side. That's definitely my favorite.
Stabby.
The Quiet Carry 9 is amazing. They sent me one to check out. Quiet Carry 9 is fantastic.
I hope they do one in full tie that looks
probably will.
Like the
He said they're releasing more next month or something like that.
I dig the look of that carbon fiber though.
Yeah.
It's the same that's on that Tuya.
Billy, they're great knives. I love my ProTechs. And Dave, is it Weddingham? What's his last name? I always forget. But Dave, the owner, super nice guy.
Of what?
Of who?
ProTech.
Oh, yeah.
He's very engaging and talks about his knives with passion, which makes me kind of think it's cool.
Yeah, I agree. He's cool.
I do not have the SNG, but I definitely am interested in that knife, Paul.
All right, skiff time. See if we can't get this baby singing. I had to do this with the one you have. Or no. Yeah. I put skiffs in that, and it changed the knife. Like, this one felt really good already, but it's just really dry inside. So I'm guessing
this one drops all the way to my finger and then all the way down.
Yeah. That one dropped really well, but it had a little bit of a lighter detent than the
Did you like?
What?
A little lighter than you like. For me, I think it's just fine. And the button or the flipper is tuned perfectly.
Right. It's all preference.
Everything is relative.
Yeah. Man, those bearings fit in there.
Crispy Critters, the Launch 11, the little small dagger, that's the one I've got that does almost fire out of your hand. It's about...
No, that's the one we were just talking about with the little void in the handle.
No, that's a different one. You know the one I've got, the little...
No, I'm saying the Launch 11 is the one we were just talking about.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Maybe the 9 is the one I'm thinking of, the little short one.
This is the hard part, putting KPL heavy down because it's a tie liner lock, I'm going to end up with lock stick, but I have to do it.
I gotta say, John said he wanted to check out the new Les George VECP button lock. I'm so over button locks.
Yeah, I'm starting to really get. I gotta show you a couple prototypes I have here, but
are they button locks?
Yeah, that's why I mentioned it.
You don't say.
They're from Evolved EDC.
Ooh, I've been interested in them.
They're doing good shit.
Yeah, Tyler's cool. Man, this is a pain in the ass. Oh, never mind. Boom, got it. Lining all that shit up kind of sucked for a second. Do you want to pop through pivot? Or?
I love how Kev talks us through a disassembly. Like
he talks to the knives.
He talks himself through it, but in the process, he's talking us through it too. Asks questions, he answers the questions,
and we're going, "No, motherfucker, you forgot to do this." It's a one-sided conversation.
A little bit. Sorry about that.
It's good stuff.
I normally don't do them live, but I really wanted to get this knife, see how dialed in I can get it.
Oh, you're fine. It's amusing. You must see TV.
I'm sure.
We can't see it. You need to angle the camera down so we can see what you're working on there.
You want to see that? I'll show you.
Yeah, we need to do that. Yeah, we need to do that.
It's not that. It's that this fucking. You can use your phone as a webcam, and it actually has a tabletop mode, even though my phone is above my head. Like, watch this shit. It's fucking weird, dude. It's not gonna work well, but
it makes me want to get a Mac. Just watch it.
It acts like it's on a gimbal, like it because it follows you and shit.
I don't think you
pretty
can.
Badass.
I don't think you're gonna be able to see it. Damn it! I'd have to share it. I'll try to show you here.
What was great is when you left to pee, it tried to follow you, and when it gets to when you leave the frame, it comes back kind of real slow and dejected, and then it kind of slowly lowers and looks at your empty chair like it's waiting for you.
It keeps wanting me to.
I got you, Crispy.
Allow this application below to record the content of your screen and audio when using other applications. And then I click it on and it doesn't work. Like, I don't understand. It wants me to quit and reopen, and that's why.
I agree,
This is the Tech Tips segment.
If I quit and reopen, then I gotta come back, and that's not worth it right now. So.
Okay.
I'll do it next time.
We'll just.
But anyway, like
use our imaginations.
It kind of does a desktop mode. It's weird.
Yeah, the first live stream you used that, or maybe you've been using it for a while, but the first one I saw, I thought you had it set up on a gimbal or something.
Yeah, yep. It's just the camera does it. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah,
it's
Chris,
my phone, essentially.
And that's definitely my jam. I actually handled one at St. Nick's of that Launch 11. And now they've got it in different finishes and 20. I think it's always been 20 CV, maybe.
No, it was 154 CM.
Oh, the new ones are 20 CV. They're about 114, I think I saw them.
What's the progress there, Kev? Show us something, man.
Feels about the same.
Hey, it's starting to look down. The camera is a little bit. Well,
and then when I hold something up, it looks up. It's fucking annoying.
I like that control drop.
It's pretty tight. So let me see. I still got the stick though, which is annoying the shit out of me. Back off that pivot a little bit.
Colin.
Well, your partner in crime's up in the chat.
You. What up?
I talked about this knife in detail the other day on my Tucson overview. It's one of my faves.
This is good. So what I'm going to do is go grab my Lynch clip, and then I'll glue this up and let everybody fucking.
Don't glue it up.
Oh yeah.
Oh, glue that bastard.
Always gotta glue it.
Hashtag glue life.
Alan? What up, dude?
I've got my Royal in another case, so I'd grab it. I love your knives. And like I was telling Kevin, my number one.
Damn, we lost Kev again.
He's going to get glue to make me not want to buy that Avant.
What's up, Beefer? What's going on, man? Good to see you, dude. Yeah, I'm in agreement with that too, son. That's one of my favorites as well.
You
don't even remember the number.
Yeah,
it's a good one.
To that one.
It's a good one. For
I
sure.
It's a 319 or 318. I think it.
I bet Colin knows. 319.
319. In micarta or in carbon fiber? Your choice.
Special price for you only today, my friend.
Mike, they go Sunday night at 9 o'clock Central Time on Shane's live. That's when Panic and Shane are together.
Yeah. Yep. Code Rectamundo, 9 o'clock on Sunday night.
And Panic's going to be probably adding a weeknight, but I'll let him talk about that when he decides to. Team 319 is awesome.
Oh, yeah. Heck yeah, for sure. And I'm not like the hugest of Tucson fans. I mean, I like their knives, but I'm not a brand fanboy of any brand. I have knife models that I like, and
but it's
I get them
done so well.
Oh yeah, it's a great knife.
The lock bar access to the way it feels in the hand,
and you can do Kev cuts
very easily, and it's got just a very hardy, but comes down to a really thin. Let me grab my coupon book. I don't know why that's so therapeutic to me. I guess because I'm using my shit, maybe.
How's that Wee Thug XL, Billy?
I love it. TS 319 all the way.
Damn.
And then my second favorite Tucson is this big Medford eater on washers, the 346.
All right, that was weird.
It was weird. Where'd you have to go for that glue, dude?
I didn't go for the glue. I went for the clip. But I thought I had a blacksmith clip from Lynch. I had it in my hand. It was a giant mouse one, and then it just like disappeared. I don't know what I did.
It's on another knife.
I thought it would. No, like literally I had it in my hand just a second ago when I went looking. And I put it down, and then it disappeared. But anyway, I thought it might match the Zerk, but the Zerk on this is like gray, so it wouldn't match anyway. It doesn't matter. And I hate that clip because it's a giant mouse one, which sits weird for some reason.
Mike, I absolutely love it. And I've had people give me a hard time about the little 1/4-inch adapter, but I've been able to use it. Very nice.
Pretty good. I don't know. I might like the wire clip better, but who cares? So now comes the moment of truth where I gotta glue it.
Please don't.
Well, can you tell a difference with the skiffs?
I will once it breaks in a little bit, but right off the bat, no, they did a much better job on this batch because the last batch you had to skiff them basically.
Yeah.
But this felt good out of the box. I just wanted the skiffs to see how it would feel. But I'm not done yet. So
this is Javon's ASMR portion of the video.
Using my shit.
It's also centering up, it seems like, without any issue.
But I love the Rainier Knives Fast Pack for a small little.
It seems to catch right like here.
And it's got great retention.
Is that when it comes off the detent track? It is. Oh, it's the.
Oh, it's the.
I'm impressed with how your knife.
I mentioned this on the prototype. Seems like the blade rubs on the lock bar. At a certain point, it like rubs. Yep, it's still doing that. That's not great, but so like when you disengage it, right here, you'll see it catches. Watch, catches like right there, and then I gotta shake. Oh shit! You gotta shake it past. So
is there like a burr or something on the lock bar?
No, right here. This portion of the tang or whatever, the blade is rubbing on the side of the lock bar before it gets to the detent ball. Hear it?
But won't that break in? Because
I don't know. It might wear enough on the lock bar that it smooths it out and then it breaks in. And if you push the lock bar far enough out of the way, it should just drop right past it. So
which is how, yeah.
It would only really matter if you kind of like pussyfoot the lock bar, which you should be able to do though. So it's kind of like, by the way, it is breaking in really good with the skip. So tighten that down a little. Let's see. Oh yeah. Ooh, yeah.
These are in stock at White Mountain Knives, and if you use Lefty 10, they're under $45. It's the same size as a Chickadee. If you're trying to find out if your small EDC knife is your jam, these are economical ways to check them out.
Okay. I think I got a handle on it. I'm going to go for the glue.
Oh, God. That just sounds so wrong on so many different levels.
What is wrong with glue? I don't understand.
For some reason, Loctite seems gentler. It seems like I know it's not as permanent, but that's what I think makes it less fingernails on a chalkboard thought for people who don't know better, like me.
What, the glue?
Yeah, the glue on a pivot just doesn't sound like it goes together.
It doesn't, but it's fucking amazing. Because
you heard it here, folks.
It makes it to where you can Loctite without having to wait. So I just Loctited that essentially. I'm going to give it like 10 minutes to sit and it's going to be like ready to go. I don't have to sit here and ooh. Uh-oh. Never mind. It came back. Looked like the centering went off when I tightened that screw. But it looks like it came back. That's good. I've been having that issue lately. This knife did it too. Let me just make sure it's centered. Flick it.
Dr. Drew Dude's asking you a question about a specific knife, Lefty.
Look at that. Oh yeah. All right, we'll go back to this later. The somebody asked about the Lynch knife. I do not still have that. I sold that to a dude in Australia, actually, Mike. Ironically,
down under
dude in Australia. Did you see Alex's post about his Spyderco collab prototype? Oh, that makes sense. Like his heat treat type of thing. That's smart. No, but tell us about it. Do you still have? Yeah, that was the comment. No, because for lockbacks, I have this one. Colin gifted me this for my birthday. This Native 5 fluted, and it's just so dialed in. There's no point in me having that Delica I had that did not feel this good. I mean, look at this thing. It would swing, like it would literally close all the way if I didn't get out of the way. Hold on, let's see. I can't push it hard enough without my thumb.
That's still very smooth.
But like you could see it would come all the way down if I let it. I mean, look at that. Right to there. It's crazy. So I love this knife. And then I have the Best Tectonic Collins design. I love this knife. Did such a good job on this design. And I just didn't need that other one. And I got like $300 for it or whatever I paid, $280, I forget. All right.
That is a Tucson Twang thing. It is the.
Actually, I will do.
Hold on 2 seconds, and I'll tell you.
I will be kind to possibly the next person if I sell this, and I'll put the clip and the bearings in here and put it in the pouch. Did anybody order a mini Axon? I brought it up earlier because I did, and I'm happy I did.
It's the TS310, I think.
What, the fixed blade or Collins?
This little fixed blade that's under $40 after using your code. And the only reason I was showing it is it's the same size as a Chickadee. If somebody was trying to find out if that, is worth their carry because the size fits. It's just an easy way. I did a couple of Tucsons before I jumped into my Chickadee. The 150, the TS150 actually is a little bit shorter, but looks a lot more like the Chickadee. But I like this handle.
Oh yeah, let me show you the rev. Sorry, I forgot to show it to you. Let me put away all my tools. Oh, here's the precision one, Javon.
Carpo Connoisseur, that is awesome. Yeah, is that the one you might let go with the Chickadee?
Yeah, sure. I just got it, but I honestly don't need it. I have so many drivers.
Is it G10 or micarta?
This is white G10.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I just like the barrel on it. It looks like it's substantial.
Yeah, that's why I love this model because you get it's a great balance. And before I got this, I probably would have said this was the best. Like, if you're just going to get one driver, get this. Either of these would be great for the one driver thing because you get enough torque that you can tighten shit and loosen shit that's like hard to do. But you also get the spin in your palm so you can easily rotate stuff and you get the precision kind of feel where, when you have just a stubby, it's great for torque, but it sucks for like continuously rotating because you have to basically like readjust every time and then it wants to slip out of the tooling. And if you have just a slim kind of one, you can't get the really good torque on it.
Without maybe slipping and stripping.
Right. And this has the perfect balance of both. So, yeah, I really like it. But I also have the ones I just showed you. I have a bunch. So it's just like I don't need another $100 driver. Somebody else can enjoy it.
You said that Anzo design one's on, that's from Urban EDC
yeah,
Supply?
It was. I think it's sold out.
Oh, okay.
There's one real similar on CountyCom, John.
I also have this. I got in this week, the Monaco.
Is that the little Wessie or?
No, this is Urban EDC Monaco Anso design.
Sweet.
I'm working on a slip with Troy. It has this really cool, my lighting, I don't know what's going on. It has a really cool engraving on it. It's like a worry stone almost. Can you see it? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that looks good.
Little hidden flipper tab. Dagger blade. It's only sharp on one. Tie liner lock. Great action for a blade. What?
About a 2-inch little blade.
Yeah, it's freaking tiny. Here, I'll show you next to the Chickadee, so that helps.
Dang.
It's the same size as the Baby Barlow and the Ace Nibbler, if that helps. But yeah, I got that. And what was I going to show? Oh, the Rev. Let me show you these because Tyler was kind enough to send these my way.
Now, what's that?
I'll make myself big. This is the Evolved EDC Rev.
I like that. Is that titanium?
Titanium button lock made by Best Tech. Belt satin, hollow ground, fuller, custom thumb studs that personally I hate, but he said he's gotten really good feedback on them. I believe that. I just hate them.
Can you reverse flick it with the fuller, I guess?
Oh, hell yeah. That's the thing. It saves it, at least for me, on the studs because I can fire it like that. The button is in a little bit of an awkward spot for me being left-handed because I have to kind of go right over it to flick, but it's better than 90% of button locks where most button locks, when I go to flick it, my setup is literally on top of the button. So I depress and then I accidentally like disengage the knife. You know what I mean?
Right.
Where this, it's kind of more centralized. So when I go to this grip for the flick, I'm kind of like right above it.
You're not jacking up your tension.
Yeah. Now it has milling inside, which is really nice. You can see the action is like stupid. This is the fancy one that has this pink sort of it's like PVD and then pink ano inside.
Which I like that one less, even though it's the more fancy one.
And then Zircuti on everything, like the collars, the clip, and the studs. But I hate these studs, so let me show them to you. You have this sort of angle on them. See that?
I kind of like that. That reminds me.
Yeah, no. He said a lot of people, the feedback's been great. So I think it's just me, but I'm just being honest. I don't like the studs. But what I don't like is that when I go to flick, I just slide right over them half the time. But I think part of it is the detent on these is very light. The spring tension is like.
Right.
And he said that's something they're going to, this one feels a little stronger than the other one. That's something they're going to address. I mean, that's an easy fix. You just ask for a stronger spring tension.
Is that
their
top of the end line? Is that going to be their higher price line?
What?
Beyond EDC, don't they have three different?
No. This is Evolved EDC.
Oh,
it's
Tyler's.
Evolved EDC.
Yeah.
Duh.
He did the Sin, and that one's. I think he's shipping those soon. And then this is his second model, the Rev.
Yeah, guys,
I've got dude.
3 Grateful Dead shows under my belt. My short-term memory goes.
But it has a choil, which is super comfortable in hand. I love this blade. So for me, the things I don't like are the studs design personally, and then I don't like the sort of blade to handle area right here. But open, that is perfectly fine. Visually, the blade to handle looks great to me.
And that choil looks great.
Dude, the choil is phenomenal. This thing just...
And the fact that it's hollow grind.
Yep, and then you got that sick fuller right there, which is killer. Which is why, ultimately, I don't care about the studs. You know, if everybody else likes them, great. I'll be happy with it because I got this fuller that I can fucking destroy.
What's the estimated price on that? Just
he's in the comments now, so I didn't know he was here. But Tyler, what do you got on price?
And you don't have to if you don't know yet.
There's a Blue Creek exclusive as well coming in blue. So there's a
that's
third
some
version.
Cool looking milling on that handle too. I like that.
It's fucking unique. It's like some kind of circular radial. I don't know what.
Howdy, Shane.
But yeah, the reverse flick is money. Even with the little bit of a softer spring on the prototypes, I mean, I can fire these no problem, left or right. I just struggle with the studs. I don't know. I just can't get like enough pressure. I think it's a combination of the spring and the stud. So maybe with the stronger spring, it would just fire right out. I don't know. But I kind of have to give it a little lean and a wrist, you know. But again, he already told me that's going to be addressed, the spring thing. But there's a reverse flick off the stud, so it does work. And then it
Tyler
has
said sub 300.
And then you could see the screw on this side, which is, I don't know if I love that either, but it does make it so you can remove them and put regular on if you want. So,
well, the John Gray BP1 or whichever that big shadow looking Kaiser knife has those angled studs. And at first it took me a while to get used to the fact that they were angled because I always get on the edge of a stud. But once I'll carry that knife for a little bit and get used to it, I think you'll find that they're just really intuitive. I don't know the positioning on that knife, but I really enjoy it on that.
Yeah, what I've found reverse flick wise that works great is the top of the fuller into the stud. So I kind of just go to the top of the fuller and then I flick and it kind of drags my finger through the stud as I flick. And
so you're getting that extra purchase.
Yeah, and it just kind of like just fires the knife really well by doing that.
Tyler, that's an awesome knife, buddy. I'm glad I'm learning about it.
Yeah, and I mean, it's dead nut centered. Both of these are dead nut centered. The one thing I was a little worried about is the clip being like off to the side. That did not go well for Shark by Design on the Apex, but let's see. I haven't carried this yet, so let me just...
But it affected the action of the Apex, right? Because if you put pressure...
Well, no, it was sharp and it was ergonomic. It was an ergonomic issue.
Oh, gotcha.
So let's see if I turn around. Does it track my asshole or no?
It's not yet. You've got to walk.
Not yet. Move away. There it goes. There it goes. So, get that ass, baby.
What I worry about is coming out if it's going to deploy on me. So that could be a benefit of the stud shape too, because they're smooth there.
They're not catching.
Let me try the right pocket. Carries really good, actually.
It seems to go in and out of your jeans pretty well because those are probably 511s, aren't they?
Yeah, dude. There is no catching this on your pants. Like trying to do that Emerson shit where you pull it back. Can't even do that. So this clip's great. And then, like I said, I worried about it ergonomically because you have that clip at the top here. Left-handed, finger lands right in front of it. It's great. Right-handed. Yeah, you barely even feel it. It's just like, it's all angled well. And then there's no point. Great tension. Yeah, this clip's really good. Best Tech did a great job. And the design is really good. That just
looks like a winner. That looks like my kind of jam.
There's no rock at all, which is pretty fucking good for a button lock. There's no play at all. I did spine whack them in the unboxing. Nothing. So
I don't spine whack my knives, but that's good to know.
I think this is the first Best Tech button lock. I'm not positive, but I mean, listen to this.
Sounds like money.
How's the button placement? Like, if you got it pinch grip, is your thumb gonna, like right-handed, is your thumb gonna?
I tried that in the unboxing too, and the only way I could get it to disengage, I didn't even get it like right there. I just popped it, but I'm like,
oh yeah, but yeah,
I'm purposely trying to get my index finger on it. So if I'm just like using the knife choked up, it would all depend on your hand size. Like, I'm not on the button enough for it to be a problem. And if I choke back, I think one of the reasons for the placement, I'm not sure, but when I choke back, that button's not even near any finger.
Yeah, he did good on
that. The only thing you could do is maybe wrap your index around and push it, but you're not going to do that. You just put your finger on the pivot or something, and you're good to go. No, left-handed, I worried about it too because it's going to be right in my grip in the choke, but I can squeeze like as hard as I want. I cannot depress that button, and then choke back again. I'm kind of like the button's basically covered.
You've got to roll your knuckle into it intentionally.
Yeah, the only way to do it is for me to like intentionally do it. So you're gonna have people who are jackholes that like they do it on purpose and then say it, it can fail.
It's fatal flaw.
But I don't think it's an actual thing. Now, you're going to have the oddball person with any button lock. You're going to have the oddball person whose hand just doesn't work with the knife, or they just, they want it to fail. You know what I mean? But
I did a updated review on the raccoon you sent me, and I spine whack the fuck out of it and say I can understand that some fail, but mine's good.
Okay, I'm getting used to the studs a little bit. So you kind of get under them at a certain angle. And
yeah, it's a different lockup on your finger, but once you, especially if you found a place between the fuller and the studs, that's probably money.
Well, I'm thinking for the thumb flick. For the reverse flick, I just go top of, man. Yeah. This is a knife that I needed a second to like work through, to get used to. I think a lot of it has to do with the spring, which is going to be stronger because you guys know I'm a detent whore. And he knew when he sent this to me, he was like, dude, I know you're going to say something. It'll be stronger. And I'm like, I know. But yeah, so the unboxing was a lot of me feeling this knife out and whatnot. But the review is going to be glowing, I think, because this is fucking really fun to play with right now.
Well, the fact that you're doing a review says that you're growing into it more.
It's so hard sometimes with an unboxing where, because I'm like hunched over a fucking desk with this thing under me, and I only have that dexterity to like learn a knife in 5 minutes, or with me it's like 40, but
and you don't know what you were carrying that day. So if you're dialed in to flipping something that's totally different, you're going to have a different expectation when you go to unbox and flip something, which is not necessarily objective.
Right. Yeah, Tyler, it already has, dude. It's fucking sick. And you can ring finger it. I could probably pinky it.
It's got a satisfying thunk when you deploy that bastard. Like, it sounds like it just hits home and sticks.
Yeah, it has two stop pins. So I thought that was interesting. I don't know if that's a button lock thing or just this knife thing, but it has a stop pin for close. So right here, it's resting on that stop pin, so it doesn't go any further into the handle. And then on open, it comes around and locks up at the top. And then there's the plunge. It's got like 3 pins in a row. It's just unique.
I think that's a exclusive design to that knife, man. I feel like.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to look, but check the backspacer out. It has the same pattern. No, it's hard to see with my face, but this one will be easier to see.
Yeah, that's the one I was noticing earlier. That's just sexy.
That's good design, man. Like, he's got an eye, Got an eye for design. I like it. Oh, and there's no stick. That's something I'm sure people are gonna ask. Like, there's that little bit of just like click to disengage. Can you hear that? Here.
Yeah, you want to hear that though. That tells you it's locking up.
You ready? Listen. Like, so it gives you that little reassuring thing, but it's not stick at all. And then they just swing down.
That's better than the button lock dance.
Kev is dual wielding your knives there, Tyler.
Edward Scissorhands.
Oh yeah, baby. Do the rev dance. Do the
Man, I'm starting to get a defined line across my thumbnail. That makes me nervous.
Keep doing that. All right. Good job, Tyler. Winner, chicken dinner. We were just saying earlier, like, kind of sick of button locks. Well,
I'm glad I learned about it tonight. Good job, Tyler.
Not sick of this one anyway. Good job, dude.
You changed our minds, Tyler.
EDC. Well, it's all going to be relative, you know, like one knife isn't going to change my mind on button locks, but if I love that knife, that's all that matters.
Oh, yeah.
Update on the Factor. I want to talk about this. So a lot of people are getting their batch 2 Factors now, and I've been talking to a lot of people. And so the way he designed the batch 2 is to have replaceable magnets. So you can actually like easily go in there. Well, easily. I don't know how easily. I haven't done it. But you can go in there and actually swap these magnets to make your detent stronger, weaker, right? Well, he shipped them with the weaker configuration. So everybody's getting these, and you're seeing these videos and people doing this, and it just like flops out.
Like Dooms, I saw his.
Yeah, and it's because they came installed with the weaker ones. And then apparently it's a little bit of a process to like it. I've had a few people tell me that they've had to like send it in, or it just was a pain in the ass to do the swap because you take it apart and all the magnets just like fucking jump together. So what I would tell people is, one, if you get one or have one on the way, don't freak out if you get it and it doesn't have this like epic snappy detent, you know. It's because it's installed with the weaker ones and you need to swap to the stronger ones. And he has a link, a video, all that stuff that comes with the knife. So just check the box, read everything before you like get upset or, you know, whatever. And you can put the stronger ones in and then see what you think. But I just want to put that out there because I've been talking to Brian because all these people have been messaging me like, hey, I got my Factor and it's like a fucking limp noodle. And I'm like, it's just the magnets. The way he looked at it, he explained it to me. He said, I thought it would be like people leveling up in a video game, like upgrading your weapons kind of thing. But like, wouldn't it kind of suck if you were like downgrading your weapons? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm like, I get that, but you got to ship them with the stronger detent. Like, it's not the same thing as a video game where you just buy something or click a button and switch it. You have to take the whole knife apart, and you're getting that unboxing experience, and it's kind of negatively affecting your love of the knife. So anyway, I just want people to know that you can get it to be snappy like this. You just have to take it apart and do that. And so there's nothing wrong with the knives, essentially. I'm sure there's still going to be issues, but I wanted to put
Michael Divo just released some new jewelry that's just fire.
Tyler said, sorry, sign up for emails on my site and follow me on IG for updates. Pre-order will be right after the sins are done. Okay, cool. Yeah, once those ship, that's a good time to do a pre-order on that. Sorry, what were you showing? I'll make you big.
No, I was just showing Michael Zeba's new jewelry. It was nothing.
You mean you were showing Countess Anne?
Yeah. It made me a fan of jewelry.
That woman would make you a fan of anything.
Y'all say, where'd Javon go? And I'd be over in Serbia just freezing my ass off, living the dream.
She'll keep you warm.
Are all these failing WMK Towser button locks returnable or refundable? I don't know. I think I heard Kaiser was sending out new buttons or springs or something. But you'd have to talk to White Mountain Knives on that. Are they failing like normally, or are you whacking the shit out of it to get it to fail? Because I don't know. Here's the Avant. We are dead nuts down the center. We are lynched up. We are
skiffed.
Chilling with that detent's the same.
Skiffed up.
And now she's doing the skiffaroonie drop. I mean, this is with fresh washers because I flipped them over and just a couple of flicks.
That's legit.
You got a little bit of stick, but it does feel like it's wearing in. So I think that'll be gone in a couple of flickies. or days or whatever. And I
Pretty
can carry
quiet.
this
She is an
left-handed.
amazing human being, and she's sweet.
What does flickies translate to in days?
For me,
Like 2.5.
Yeah.
12 weeks. Because it'll take me 12 weeks to carry this enough to break it in. You know what I mean? But for a normal person, does it have play? If I really go ham, I can maybe get a smidgen of play, but I'd rather have the action the way I do. It's fine.
And I don't consider that play. If you've got to really work it to get it to wiggle, I just consider that right. As long as it's not
like if you just do this, like barely rock and it doesn't do anything, you're fine. I'm like literally bending shit when I look for play. I know that's stupid. I've been a blade play whore lately. Like every knife that I take apart or whatever, I literally fucking wrench on it, and I do it like all the time. Like I carry
it's probably
it.
part of your design.
Checking.
It's probably part of your design evolution. You're starting to look at things differently and check out things more that'll probably help in your overall design down the road.
I don't know. I think it's just OCD, but sure.
Yeah, I think you're giving him too much credit there, Javon.
Yeah. I had to take this apart again after gluing it in the disassembly video I did because I started hearing a rattle. I would like tap shit and it would rattle. And it has 3 fucking pins. I hate pins, but I get why they're necessary. But it has a lanyard pin, another body pin here for the backspacer, but not a screw. And then it has a stop pin. So what I think was happening is that middle pin was rattling a little bit because it doesn't have a screw holding it down. It's just pressure from this end and that end. So I took it apart again and I just like poured Loctite in each hole and put it back together, and then no tappies. But like you gotta use a fucking just put another screw here. Who would have cared if it had a fucking screw right here?
Somebody would have, dude.
But the whole point is
it would have been a big issue
to have the clip without hardware. So I get it, but like I don't know. But yeah, you guys need to get. If you don't have one of these, you should get one.
I've been looking at the different configurations on E-knives while we've been on this stuff.
This is the knife that made me love these top flipper things, and then it was one of the ones we kind of took into consideration when we did the buzz, when we were designing the wheel on the buzz.
Mm-hmm.
This one kind of like gave us the other than Colin's hide design that has a wheel, sort of. This one gave me confidence that you could do it and it would work to have like a Bic lighter kind of flick. And I just think it's a little different. That's what I love about the Buzz is it has a little bit of a different feel than just a traditional front flipper.
I like that one, just the raw tie.
Yeah. Yep. They just don't have steel inserts, so some people hate that, and having the frame lock makes that a little more pronounced. But
like if you've got the one like you've got that's got carbon fiber, you've got the same construction inside, right?
Yeah, it's just covered with a
carbon fiber.
It's really a sub frame lock here, but it kind of feels like a liner lock. So I feel like they get away with the no insert a little more. If that makes sense. It's so smooth. Like, look at this.
I love that jungle.
So good. That's the one I had. I had that last year. I got it on the secondary. And then I sold that one to Backpack B because the green was the thing with that.
But
I
guys,
wanted blue.
E-Knives has all different color variations.
Yeah, they said they had a huge batch.
Blue.
Yeah, that one's on my radar for sure. It's between that and the little Blurple F5.5 right now.
How many F5.5s you have?
I've just got one, but I'm about to start out on a mission to collect them all.
I was gonna say just get the Mach 3 then, because you already have an F5.5.
And F5.5s, that'd be like chasing
If I can hold it with 2 fingers and
Jack Wolves, because they're gonna always put them out. They're so popular.
Like how? What do you mean hold it with 2 fingers? Like
I think he's talking about a finger on each side, and then spine whack it.
This?
Yeah.
I mean, I could feel this one doing that, but I gotta really whack it. Like if I had something, I don't want to beat myself here. Hold on.
I can show you on the Vandal why I don't think a failing spine whack has any bearing on the way it's going to work when you got it in your hand. That to me passes.
And if I push on this, it doesn't even get close to, so pressure doesn't do it. It's impact, like a big whack down here.
It's a little bit of wiggle that you have when you whack it that makes it slip. And that's why I don't think anybody would spine whack it backwards.
Well, Shane, I can't see you, but in my mind, you're especially handsome yourself, my friend. Good to see you, brother.
I don't know. I like this knife, though. The Valkyrie from Bastide. I think they did a good job on it. But I get it. If that's a deal breaker for some people, that's fine. I usually, honestly, use all knives like they're slip joints. I cut and I make sure I'm not like doing something dumb with it. Like I always cut out. I cut when I get to the end of a cut. I don't just like, I don't know. I just think if you're just smart with knives, you'll be fine. But
like defensive driving, defensive cutting. I used to cut myself quite a bit when I was just starting to flip knives and get used to flipping knives. But knock on wood, I haven't been cutting myself lately. Accidentally, of course.
This one's the Labrador from Bastide.
It looks huge.
It is fucking ginormous.
That was some interesting marketing they did with that.
What'd they do?
Well, just the ad with the picture of a lab, like the dog, and then yeah, it was just odd.
I don't know. They did the same thing with the raccoon.
Somebody needs to come out with the possum rip.
I don't know. It's good. It kind of reminds me of the giant mouse Sonoma.
Which I'm not a fan of, but
I'm a big fan of Jutland.
Crispy, you should whack yours in the tool shed every day,
I haven't
man.
tried that one. It looks cool. I just don't like the big clip points like that.
It's like the
tagged out. That's what it reminded me of. And it's a thinner giant mouse. It's thinner than my Grand. It's thinner than my Biblio. But I've got a good Biblio.
These are really good. The Asher.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, $125 for these.
Have you seen the new one he's got coming out?
I haven't tried it yet, but I've seen it, yeah.
Yeah, I gave him love on Instagram, and he was like, I thought you forgot about me. I was like, no, dude.
Which one was that, Kev?
What? The new one?
The Asher.
Why did I just have issues?
It's the Thai Spiro.
Oh, okay, yeah.
With like the pivot collar. It has the updated clip, which is really nice. It mounts from the rear into these slots. Really low profile, like small clip.
I need to do a video going through the Spiro, how he's improved upon it. I mean, each iteration is just, he adds things that a lot of people wouldn't think about. And I'm sure he's getting feedback.
Oh, yeah, for sure he's getting feedback. I mean, I try to give him as much as I can. I don't know, I just think any knife that has a button lock or an axis lock or a shark lock. Where's my shark lock? Oh, here. I feel like all these knives could use the Winterblade magnet detent system. And
I feel like you're right.
You had this with the magnets in there, and then you could just fire it, you know. Somebody I know actually did it. Steve Boro. He actually he glued magnets inside his 80-20.5 because they literally have like circles in there for you to do it. And he glued them in, And he got it to where it locks it in. But he said it still doesn't really work because you have to get to this point where it kind of breaks. Like, because right here you'll see it still sucks it in. You have
From
to
that
get
spring
here before it is free to kind of fly. But I don't really get what he means by that, because if you have enough buildup to flick, it should just fire right through that, right?
You would think so.
Because, like, with the weak spring, I can fire it. So, like, I don't know why that would. I don't know. I'd have to try it, though. It might be something else, just the way he's explaining it. I don't understand. But we also found out you can strengthen these. So, if you buy extra springs for this, they sell them, right? You can just get an extra 80/20.5 spring.
They come in 3-packs. I've got some.
Yeah, and then you just cut off like a third of one and put it in with the full one. It'll strengthen everything up, and it works. So Transparent Knives sent me a couple of pieces because I didn't have any, and he did. He tested it when somebody left a comment on my video saying that. So he tried it, and it worked. But
I love the little shorty mod he did.
Oh, yeah, they look good.
They do look good.
The problem with the stronger spring is all it does is make it harder for you to push it out, right? It doesn't give you a stronger detent, really, because it's not stationary. It's
Kev, I feel like what he's saying with the magnets is you've still got that spring detent. So you've got to get past the spring detent before it's free.
Yeah, but if it's locked here until you break the magnet, right? Aren't you flicking pretty hard to do that? And then it would just fly out, just like it does now when I flick hard.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like basically you got two detents. You've still got the spring and you've got the magnet. So
right, but the magnet pressure lets you override the spring. Basically, I don't know.
I don't know. It depends on how strong the spring is.
The spring's not strong. That's the thing. It's pretty. I don't know. I need to try it, but I'm not gonna glue anything in this knife. So, but. Just sounds.
You love your glue.
QSP make Asher? No, QSP does not make Asher. Kunwu does now. They now look way better than the bug out. Well, he's coming out with another Axis Lock version, and I don't know if that looks bug outy or not. I think that's over.
Who's down with the tactile turn Axis Lock or bar lock? I think it looks great.
I don't. Well, one, I handled it at Blade West, and the springs were so weak. I'm hoping they updated that based on feedback, but it doesn't have a reversible clip. It's a fucking ambi knife. Like, come on.
Really?
It doesn't have a reversible clip.
And I hope the spring is, because I mean that's what I hate about my X-Tau is the spring is just so non-existent.
Right. He said, I asked him on the Pulsar if they updated that, and he said they did. So we'll see. And the lock is different. It's not the same lock. So we'll see. I think Kunwu made those James brand knives because it's like the same exact lock.
Edgy, did you mod your 20.5 before you gave up on it?
You talking about the Carter?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that. Damn, complicated ass lot to take knife apart.
Yeah. Yeah, I did a video swapping or putting it back together. And it was a nightmare.
One thing about Brass Brigade's little proto here is those pins. You can't see it on my camera, but they're mosaic.
Oh, that's cool.
Actually, hold on, guys. I don't know if I've got a possum out here or I've got a dog that needs to pee. I'll be back.
All right.
Either way, it could be exciting.
Wish I could have liked the 20.5. Well, it's made in Taiwan, Shane, so you probably hate it.
No, Taiwan's cool. I didn't like the 20.5 when I first checked it out because I had to learn that extra little motion when you disengage the lock. You got to kind of lift up.
Yeah.
So I was just pulling straight back, and I was like, dude, I hate this knife.
Yeah, I didn't even.
But
you do not have to lift up.
a little bit.
You just pull down, like you pull.
Well, yeah, but okay, maybe so. I don't know. It was something I didn't like about it. Once I figured out the motion.
Early ones, I feel like the lock. This thing was sharp, but I don't know. I do agree though. Early on, you have to get used. It's almost like your finger hurts from it.
Well, there's a different motion. It's not. I don't know. Whatever motion I anticipated when I unlocked it wasn't working, and then once I figured it out, I was like, okay, I dig it. It's pretty good. Still not the hugest fan, just because the way I hold my knives, that the lock gets in the way for me, with like where my thumb is.
I didn't send any, so I don't know what you mean, Mike. I didn't send him any canoes. I'm gonna skip ahead. I wish Mexico would start making budget blades too.
They make some pretty pimp little out the side stiletto automatics.
I don't know, Shane, but if you talk to somebody in China, they'll tell you Taiwan is China. So you hate China. Yeah, these came out great. I'm glad.
Oh, Mike Reese feels me. He knows what I'm talking about. What up, Patina? China would like to call a lot of Asia China.
10A plus plastic knife is worth $75.
I think the shark lock was $75.
$75. I think a lot of it is R&D. Like they have money into, having that stuff made. Although I think Andrew Demko said it was real easy to manufacture. The tolerances aren't like crazy. So yeah, I mean they got to make money too, dude. Like, and they got to sell them through dealers. All that stuff costs money.
They're good knives, I think. I think it's probably one of the most.
The OS 10 ones are fucking dog shit. Like,
hey, my OS 10, and I got an older gen, and I've got all 3 steels. But my OS 10 sharpened great. It holds an edge for what I use it for.
Even like that was the one knife in the history of knives that I noticed edge retention sucked on. That means something.
Look.
That means something.
This is my edge. I mean, it's very sharp. Now, I haven't processed hundreds of feet of cardboard with it, but I know it's sharpened up easily on my little TF prop. And I've got the 3D.
It every week.
I've only sharpened it once. And then I've got the carbonite OS 10.
I don't know, Shane. All those knives you just named are probably made in the same factory, though. So. By the same guy, man.
Tom, Tom Lee.
I don't think the CCP gives a shit about knives, dude. I think they got their hands in much bigger industries.
Like weapons?
Yeah, weapons, electronics, like
Hacking.
shit like that.
TikTok.
And TikTok, yeah, exactly.
And TikTok.
Did you ever watch that Joe Rogan where he read their terms of service?
Yeah, I just don't care enough about that.
Do you TikTok, Kev?
Nope. I got on there for like a day because I was like, you know what, I'm gonna give it a shot. You know, maybe it'll help the channel or something. And then I was like, fuck this. You know, I might have cared more if I was like full time or something, but I don't think even then. Now I wouldn't.
Jay, I'm close to Tennessee. I'm about 30 miles, 20 miles south of the border in North Alabama, Huntsville.
Shane's just trying to tell you he don't hate Chinese knives, Kev.
He just
said
wants viewers
certainly may
getting.
Yeah. He wants people to make informed purchases.
He doesn't want people, he doesn't like people that say, would you just look at it? Just look at it. It's the best thing ever. And this is the best thing ever. And this is the best thing ever.
You talking about bees again?
I didn't say it, but there are a lot of people like that. And I'm not faulting that type of review. It's just, to me, it's not objective. It's very salesy. Which is
Depends
fine.
on the knife. I say this is the best something occasionally. And if it is, then, you know, and then something else comes along that's better, then that one's the best. I mean, like,
Michael, I'm worse than that. I've got the little cheap Wise cameras. They're feeding all my video to China.
The best knife ever, right here.
The compact, that is beautiful.
No, this is the FSD.
Right, but it's the compact, right?
No, it's the mini. Yeah.
The mini?
The Tau.
Well, you know me. I have short-term memory problems.
Just look at it.
And long-term memory problems.
Just look at it.
It is, then it is. But they all aren't the best to look at. Now that I've got 3 of them, I've been wanting to get around to that and take the edge off. I do notice that the 80-20s I have is a lot smoother. Excuse me. I really just wanted to hang out and drool over cool knives. Okay. Nobody's stopping you. They are centrally made with shared parts, labor, and facilities, but that doesn't mean I hate them. Okay, I'm publicly acknowledging that Shane does not hate Chinese knives or Chinese people. He hates the CCP. Is that accurate? Is that accurate? He doesn't like my sarcasm.
No, I think he thinks that, and probably accurately, that there are companies in China that make knives, and a lot of the companies are getting their source parts from the exact same place. And
we beat this one into the ground. But
I know. I'm just.
There's a lot of I think what he thinks, and Shane, correct me if I'm wrong, is that they're mostly made in the same factories, like by the same, like basically this knife and this knife made basically in the same place or whatever, but it's, you know, X company putting their name on this one and X company putting their name on this one.
Yeah, I think that's what I was saying.
But like, there's no way that Riot is in the same fucking, like, they have their own factory and their own machines. That, like, maybe they outsource certain things that are done in the same place as other things. But like, Riot, Kaiser, I don't think they are in the same place. Now, when we're talking about, I don't even know if I have stuff like that. But when we're talking about like fucking
Trevista
and what are those other Amazon brands and shit?
Or petrified fish.
Petrified fish, Trevisa, Stativian, whatever.
Yeah,
like those are in the same place. I'm probably coming off of the same exact machines, and they told me that. That's what he's referencing because I sent him a screenshot of that question because we were in a group chat talking about it, and I just went to the Stativian guy I was talking to. I was like, "Yo, are these all made in the same fucking place?" And he said, "Yeah." He's like, "We share blah 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 blah, and then we just have our own packaging and designs." But that doesn't mean all of them.
No, and that doesn't mean that that's a bad thing.
Budgety sort of brands more so. Like, there's no way Riot is making these in the same place. There's just no fucking way. A lot of the companies have their own sort of style. You can just tell. Like, I can tell it's a Riot. I can tell that it's a We. Clear as day. I can tell those two apart.
Absolutely.
And I can tell what they are. Like, if We makes a knife for somebody, I can pretty much tell. If Riot makes a knife for somebody, I can always tell.
That's a We.
Yeah, that's a We. Best Tech is different because they outsource stuff. They're a third party. So, like, you can't do that with Best Tech. There's a lot of things that kind of are similar that they use, but, like, you can't do that with it, you know? QSP, I think, has their own style as well. So it's just I don't know. But who really knows the answer to that?
All I know is they're good knives.
Other than Shane.
I'll put this knife up against any knife.
What?
I'll put this knife up against any knife. And I know it's not
Which
doesn't
one's
feel
that?
like a Riot, but they're just such good knives that are coming out of Best Tech, QSP, Riot, We. And there's some dogs. A lot of it's the design.
Well, the design or, you know, one-off execution, you're going to have issues like that. Yeah, I would say the OG Nimbles are, like, really fucking good.
That's what this is.
Yeah, QSP really killed those. The later ones and the newer versions of it, I didn't like as much. Something
I just
seemed
figured
to
it was
change.
the blade being a little heavier.
They're still great. But like,
similar, but the blade's heavier.
I think there was some kind of milling going on in the lock bar area that like gave it a little bit of a vibration kind of thing.
And you would notice that. And I don't just
exactly. It's not going to be something most people care about. But
I just really like even the one, and Best Tech did the Thick Boy, right? I think he had a different manufacturer do this one and the V2.
Yeah, that's Best Tech.
Yeah, and then I think it's great.
Yeah, they did a great job on that. For sure.
CPM, what's up?
Mikey Mo, I think
the Axon Mini will be a nice size. Yeah, Jay, I actually reviewed one before. I reviewed the liner lock, and it's the same size as the liner lock, and I love that knife. I just don't like the liner lock Axons because of how thick they are. But is that the Max Ace? I need to try that.
That is the Black Mirror. It is back on sale at Chicago Knife Works for like $126.
Yeah, I'm guessing it won't work very well left-handed, but I need to try one at some point.
It's got skiffs in it.
Explain the whole secrecy on some not disclosing OEM. Okay, so that's easy. One, it could be the OEM that's actually not letting them disclose due to price. So there's people like Null Knives. He can't disclose that it's Riot. I don't think they give him a reason or anything. And, this is all I don't know, but I can just tell you those knives from Null Knives are made by Riot. He just doesn't say because they won't let him, I guess. Because if he could, he would, because that's a selling point that it's made by Riot. So I don't know why sometimes Riot does that, but I've heard from some people that it's price. They will say you can't say this is made by us unless you are charging X amount, because it'll look bad if you sell this knife for $200 and we have a lot of our knives that are sold for $300 or $400. So they don't want, it kind of brings their value down. So that's when the OEM will impose a NDA or whatever you want to call it.
And that makes logical sense to me as a businessman. I can understand why they would not want their name.
That's why Urban EDC doesn't disclose, because the F5s were coming out at $200, and I guess maybe Riot was like, we don't want that, or Urban just doesn't want to say because they plan on using different OEMs. But I'm pretty sure they use Riot for everything. Now the other end of it is, like, for instance, Jack Wolf. My theory on it, I haven't talked to Ben about this because he won't broach the OEM subject. He has an NDA, he says, and whatever. Like, and that's fair. I think with him, he doesn't want anybody to know, because then I'm going to go to this OEM because they're fucking amazing. I'm going to go to that OEM and try to get projects done. And then I'm going to take their resources away. So if I bring 5 projects to this OEM, that might end up delaying his projects. And then he can't stay on it. He's on a monthly drop basis right now. Like, that's insane, in my opinion. Having a monthly knife drop when you're working with OEMs, that's fucking insane. Like the ones I've done, I mean, at this point we've had, I think, 3 knives come in and drop or whatever. Trying to coordinate that to a monthly is just beyond insane, in my opinion, because you have to rely on this OEM to not only complete them in time, to ship them and have them in time, and then you have to distribute them to your dealers in time. Like, I have no fucking idea how he's doing it. He has to be sitting on the next one. Like, he's already been sitting on the next one for like a month probably at this point.
Yeah, he seems to be on a totally different Elon Musk business level, the way he thinks and can plan. He seems to be accelerated in that.
I was joking around with him last night. He's a drug kingpin.
But he's willing to share what he learns, it sounds like. I mean, he's very...
Yeah, no, he's been great. He's helped me a lot with stuff. But, yeah. So that's the other reason to not disclose OEM, is not to give up your source. Like, why would I tell you where you can get the good shit? Like, you could end up fucking me over by doing that. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It goes back to the drug kingpin thing.
So and it's to raise your prices because they're having to bring on more people to tool up for somebody else's projects. And all of a sudden, not only does your lead time get extended, but your price could go up.
Right. Or, not even that. Like, they get popular because now everybody knows they make good shit. And, so then everybody's going to want to use them or whatever. And then they're like, well, hey, we're popular. We're going to jack the price up, There's just plenty of reasons not to disclose. The reasons to disclose, the reason I do it is I want you guys to be as informed as you can with what you're buying. Maybe I personally have a consistency where I don't like X knives. I don't love WE knives because their detents are really inconsistent. They can be really light, or they can be strong, or they, you know what I mean? Like, I tend to get light detents from WE. That was how I felt about Best Tech for the longest time until the last year or so. Now they're doing great with that. But so had I known that X knife was made by WE, I might not have pre-ordered it or whatever, bought it. So that's a reason I like to tell you guys. Also, because we use a lot of different ones, I think it's good to let people know. And I think it also helps people understand price point too. Like,
I think it helps the Divo brand because you're transparent, and I don't think anybody else is transparent like y'all are. And it gives a lot of designers, a lot of viewers, a lot of people who might one day want to make a knife. You're giving real insight.
that's another reason I like to do it, is because it helps people who are thinking about getting into this. Because when I started thinking about it, like, there's just stuff. It's all kind of like questions, like, how does this work? How, you're not quite sure until you do it yourself, and I'm still learning a ton of shit. But like, I don't know. Ben is a strategist. No, he's fucking Don Corleone.
Crispy
Critter,
you're not
Ohio
bored.
Rivers and
I know you might be bored, but
figure
you're not
it's
bored.
QSP. Yeah, I mean, it's QSP on those are. He does say those are made by QSP though. I don't think Austin doesn't state who makes the Ohio Riverjacks and the Hedgehogs. Or are you talking about Jack Wolf? I don't know what you're saying.
Maybe he's thinking that Jack Wolf could be using QSP because looking at the Ohio Riverjack and the Hedgehog, that they seem similar quality. I don't know if that's what he's saying.
The Ohio Riverjack and the Hedgehog are definitely both made by QSP, and yes, they are both similar quality. I just like the design a lot better on the Hedgehog, personally.
Me too, personally. The Thai Hedgehog is one that almost made my first slip joint. But then...
Right, Michael. It's a good point.
As I was looking further down their exclusive page, I ran into that and no longer was in the market for a slip joint.
Exactly, Todd. Exactly. Any idea who MBK uses? No. I think Sanford's been in this business a long time. So I think he has like I don't know. I think he might use different shops for different projects and kind of source things himself. I don't know.
I think he's doing smaller runs, don't you?
I mean, I think he does like 300 to 500, yeah, something like that. That's not like small, but it's not huge either. I don't know. I love this whole like, yeah, I just love this whole part of the industry. JB goes live in 20 minutes. Yeah, I gotta wrap this up anyway. Should have cut it off at midnight. I gotta get up with my kid tomorrow, and we're going to a lunch. So I thought everyone knew Jack Wolf was Riot. No, so he used Riot for the initial prototypes. Those are the ones he showed off in like 2021 at Blade Show and whatnot. But then that fell through with Riot because they said they basically couldn't keep up with his demands. Like, they realized that they were not going to be able to keep up. And then they gave him some bullshit like 18-month wait time for the first batch or something. And he had to move on. And man, he fucking rebounded from that.
Mike, yeah, that was one of the funniest videos.
He's rebounded several times.
Yeah. All right.
He's a damn genius.
All right, let's do the giveaway. So I have a Zippo pen that I got in that Blue Creek box. I got one of those pen magnet things for finding screws and shit that I bought.
No, sweet.
KPL knife shield. You just got to shake it up before you use it.
That's great stuff, by the way. I've got a bottle with about a quarter of it left.
Yep. I don't have much left in my bottle either. Then I have Swaggity Swaggity. It's got some of my stickers, Divo stuff, whatever. These nuts, dead nuts, sorry.
Where do you get your stickers, Kev?
KPL things. Either Sticker Mule or Zug Monster, depending on who's got a deal.
I could remember that.
Just sign up for their email list and you'll get deals all the time. Like I just bought 500 for $70 from Zug.
I don't even have a permanent logo yet.
Well, you got to work on that then.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna give away the O Knife Metal, which is a button lock. I thought that was Jesus, Cameron. I thought that made sense considering Spinegate this week. It's a 154 cm G10 handled button lock with a flipper.
Bees has got a review on it. It's awesome.
Okay. I don't even know if I reviewed it because I don't know. Oh, and there's a JN fidget wood stick thing.
Touch wood.
So let me wrap this back up. So to get in on the giveaway, let's give some love to, I don't know, how about John's channel? Are you guys all subscribed to John's channel? Go subscribe to John's channel. Somebody put a link for Javon's channel.
Oh, Javon is just happy to be here. Y'all don't have to subscribe to me.
Well, now they do. So
to win the giveaway.
Yeah. Gotta subscribe. I'll make this fit when I ship it. Man, I'm tired.
What are you fitting?
The giveaway stuff in that box. I had it in there already, so Javon's knife.
Yeah, I'm about to drop it in there.
Well, here, I'm gonna put a specific video in.
Oh, okay.
What video? Hold on, let me go to your channel.
Nobody's watching my half-track video, but I don't care.
How old? Okay, half-track video. Cool. I don't know if they're gonna watch it, but guys, everybody, we'll do the everyday minimalist thing. You gotta go leave a comment on this video. So I'll give you guys like a few minutes to do that. I put a link in the chat. You just go leave a comment that says, "Hey, Kev sent me." Say, "Hey, Javon, what up, dog?" You know, something like that. You can leave this and go do that and come back. So I want to see that view count drop. I don't know how Brandon does it, but that's my theory right there. Go leave a comment.
I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you, Kevin.
Mm-hmm. No problem. See if it does anything.
Keyword is Kev sucks.
Yeah. And then I guess I can go pull I can go use the I don't know, I gotta find a way to pull a winner, don't I?
You can also get him to leave like a hashtag Javon, and we'll just go on the honor system. So it's not so hard for you to.
You just have to, yeah, it'll just be a comment on that video, and we'll have to make sure whoever wins, it's a new comment. Shouldn't be too hard.
I don't know, call Cole and see how he does it.
YouTube comment picker. I'm sure that's how he does it. He probably makes sure they put his name in it, and then he just searches by that thing. That's what you should do, but it's too late now.
You need a
what
keyword.
Should the tag word be? See?
Kev sucks.
Yeah, tag word can be lefty. There, we'll just say lefty.
Why don't you want to say Kev sucks?
You need a keyword. Guys, I'll make this work. Don't worry. If you didn't use the keyword, I got you. But the keyword's lefty, apparently. Just made that up. I mean, how many comments do you think you had on that video before?
Very few, maybe 3, 4.
And I can always draw another one if it's not a new comment. You know what I mean?
No, it'll be. I think everybody in here is either subscribed or they're doing it.
Yeah.
You keep a solid crowd. If we were in other lives, I'd be a little bit more questionable about unfamiliar faces.
Ting. Oh, I haven't shown you guys the mesh.
Did y'all see Shane's comment earlier?
Oh, yeah.
About our friend Monster Racing being in Jared's stream under a different name.
Damn, rub it in, Kev.
What was it now?
I'd have to go back and look, but if Shane's still in here, I'm sure he'll tell us.
I think Shane's mad at me.
No, he's not. If he is, he'll make a live video and you'll get notified that he's gone live.
Is that what he does?
Yep. He does a great job. When he has anything on his mind, instead of now recording videos, He just does short little lives.
You know what I like when people do?
What's that?
When they just fucking DM me. I'm so sick of people having a problem with somebody and publicly fucking posting about it.
I say that on every one of my videos that you should reach out, choose debate instead of hate, and talk to the person.
Just fucking reach out and be like, yo, you know, there's so many things that would have been solved by that, I feel like, lately with all the drama going on. I believe Shane would do that. He probably already fucking texted me.
Yeah, he would definitely reach out to you. But
he
no,
probably already did. Let me see. I have
videos are more musings where he's not calling people out, but he's just talking about in general, which it's very obvious who he's talking about.
Nope, he didn't. But
I'm getting close to that comment, and I'll tell you.
I'll probably have a 3-hour phone call with him.
Cucks for Fun, PUCKS number 4 Fun 2 was what Monster Racing was in these as. How Shane knows that, I don't know, but he's been pretty accurate up to this point.
There, Flimburger. You want to put the word lefty in your comment on his video. I'll put the link one more time for you guys. So then I think I just go to a YouTube comment picker and put your video in. I think that's all we do, right?
I think that's all you do.
All right. I'll give you guys another, I don't know, minute or two if you want to go over there and do it. I probably won't use the keyword just because I didn't say it right away. I don't want somebody to...
No, just...
Yeah, we got it. I got it.
Like I said, I'm sure there were very few comments.
Kubi
they're in here too.
Kubi killed these, man.
Kubi does a fantastic job.
Rub it in, bastard.
Well, why didn't you get one?
Because they sold out in fucking 2.5 seconds.
Well,
I was in a meeting. I got out like 15 minutes afterwards and thought I'd be able to grab one, but no.
Apparently not there on the site when they fucking sold out.
You had 5 minutes.
Oh.
Some of us
had 5 minutes out of a 24-hour day.
Well, we ordered 400 more, so.
Well,
that's
I'm
a good problem.
I'm be doing that call. Hey, Kev, so you got one? So you better have one.
I've gotten every single one of my Ashers. I mean, I've had to continually stay on, and be on the ball, and I've gotten every one that I've wanted thanks to Spence or Justin or whoever. I'm terrible with names.
Josh Ward said, check out Shane's anti-lefty live coming soon.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah. No. I've talked to him about this a bunch of times. I was mostly just fucking with him, but my sarcasm is not easy to catch sometimes, I think.
Shane is as harmless as your drunk uncle at Thanksgiving dinner. The awkward one.
He is my drunk uncle at Thanksgiving dinner.
Well, Kev, your sarcasm has sarcasm, so.
Yeah, exactly. Do not comment here. Okay. You didn't have to go fix it, guys. But yeah, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to him. But all right, let's see what happened. 300 satin, 100 tux. What's the how many we ordered? No, we ordered 200 each. I prefer the black wash, honestly. But that's me.
Yeah, that sounds sexy to me with the blue handle.
Yeah, I mean, even this version, I like the YouTube comment picker. All right. Come along for a ride, folks. Let's see if I can do it the first try. Usually, I have to go through 9 websites. I need to just get a subscription because it's so annoying.
This should be better than the first number game.
Oh, my God, dude. Remember that?
I can never get the math right.
All right.
Oh, that was a fiasco.
Include replies. No, we're not going to do the text thing. Wish there was like a date thing. That'd be cool. 4 + 1 is 7. All right. Here we go. 49 comments. And
thanks, guys.
There we go. Jeremiah Moses. Yo, Kev, Lefty sent us to show you some love.
Thank you, Jeremiah. Congratulations.
There we go. I guess these guys know the deal. They've
thank
done it
God
before.
Somebody that actually left a Lefty comment won, because that would have been awkward if it would have been one of the original comments that won.
Well, no, I would have redrawn it. It gives you the date.
It would have been awkward for a minute.
Well, no, that's the date right now. But we would
have.
It
wouldn't have been as awkward as not ENG, but Ian Coates winning the God, I've forgotten it. The button lock on Cole's live, but he'd already won a knife, so Cole had to take it away from him.
What do you mean he'd already won a knife?
There was a Christmas giveaway where Cole was giving people who donated that were on his tree different knives. But if you won a knife throughout the giveaway, you were no longer eligible for a giveaway.
Oh,
but your name still showed up. So Ian Coates won, I forget, a decent knife. It was a good knife. But then what is that flipper, Kevin? You did the first review on it that I saw. Button lock. It was
the Smooth Criminal.
The Smooth Criminal. That was
that was the big giveaway.
Yeah, and
about the Slim Pickens?
No, the Slim Pickens. That's what. Yeah. My bad. And he won that giveaway too, but since he'd already won, he couldn't accept it.
Well, he should have let him. He should have let him pick one.
He didn't. He said that was the rule, and he redrew. It was Ian is 121. Michael Morgan.
Fuck Cole. No, just kidding.
Cole, you're a horrible host.
Lost on the Slim Pickens. Yeah. Wonder did he ever get the new one?
He did. He did the unboxing yesterday.
That took a while.
Yeah, well, and he put a big thank you up on the screen.
I guess the knife modders took their time. It was supposed to have a mustache on the side, did it?
I did not see the mustache, but I don't know. I didn't pay that close attention to it. I'm terrible that way.
Make sure it's not loose. Yep. Loctite / glue is holding. No blade play. Dead centered. Fires out. Swings down. I mean, she purty.
Yeah, that is a beautiful knife. And I love my micarta one.
And it's got the Zerk accents. And it's still not heavy. Like, you would think it would make it heavy. It's not. I mean, it's like, let me compare it to the F5 and tie. Yeah. It is possibly a little lighter than the tie F5.
Damn, that's a good
knife. This is
good
still
comparison.
The best production knife there is.
I agree.
Oops.
Even though
I do too.
I mean, like, knife you can consistently buy that's in production. Like, one of my knives doesn't count for that category. You know what I mean? Like, it's not the best. Like, I would probably put the Evo 2 or the Jaeger over it. Those are technically production knives. What I mean is, like, easily obtainable. They always have these in stock, basically, at this point. Some version of it. Or you can easily pick one up or whatever, you know? It's just so good. The thumb flicks are just like the way it thunders out of there. Ugh. And I love the push reverse flick. It's just so good. It's just a different feeling than any other knife. So I have that one with the hand satin. I got this one with the Stormtrooper. And then I have the Vader.
I've got
if that blurple is still available on Thursday, I'm grabbing one.
I just don't like the Shagaha one because it looks like plastic. But I don't know if the blue would change that.
Yeah, I was looking at that too, but I found a chickadee.
Another one?
Yours. That's what I'm getting next week.
Well, maybe you should buy me. Maybe you should buy me a Blurple F5.
We can do that. I've got your address. I can have it shipped to you.
I could probably get a discount though if I really wanted one.
I know you're going to find the best deal for Kevin, and I respect you for that. It's still a good deal for me. God, I failed that twice.
Well, either way, it would be a deal.
But
I mean, if you can use
5.5,
like if you could use Sezzle or something and that helps you, then yeah, sure, let's do that.
No, I'm good, dude. I'll be liquid come Wednesday.
Oh, I didn't tell you the root beer one has an edge on it from Kyle Coonley.
Awesome.
So that's cool. And then it has it has the really nice slip though. The natural one instead of the blue one. That's the only thing I'll miss.
I'm not picky because I used to carry it in the pocket slip.
Yeah, but you would have a brown handle with a blue slip. I don't know if that would look good.
Again, I'm very rarely gonna. That doesn't bother me like it does you.
Well, I might switch them then, but we'll see.
Do whatever works for you.
All right. Well, if you're gonna go that far, then cool. Yeah, I just don't know if I need two. Like this is plenty for me.
Well, if you think you need a backup, you can change your mind. I think you need to get one of these Bokers.
Yeah, but you can't belt carry that easily.
No, but I don't belt. That's true.
If anything, I would get the
MKM's what you need.
I would get that, or I would get that new superlative one.
Oh yeah, they sold out of that. That's the one ENG EDC got.
Yeah. Knife Nerd Reviews. What up, dude? How you doing, John? I can only afford one OTF, so I got the Ultratech 2 SIG.
Congratulations, Jeremiah. And thank you for the comment.
We need a commenter to come in and say how impossible it is to get an F5. They're so easy to get.
You might not necessarily get the exact one you want, but there's pretty much always one in stock.
And if you went on the secondary, you could find the one you want real easy too. I mean, it's basically like the PM2 at this point in our community. I love the whole size ESG.
I've looked at it, but I think it's just a little bit big because I like my Sea Otter, but that's a little big for my EDC. And I think the little Kaiser mini harpoon's about that size, like a 3-inch blade or 2.9, something like that.
Also, if anybody needs a hoeback machete, or I'd probably sell my Quaichetti too. I really like the axe, so probably hang on to that. But I have all three of those. I have the Quaichetti, the hatchet, and the axe and the machete for no reason.
Quaichetti's the most interesting to me.
Yeah, but they're expensive. I think I paid they're like $3 something.
I thought they were closer to $4.95, but I could be wrong.
That's the That's the axe.
Oh.
But I got the Quaichetti for I think $2.75 or something. I don't know why anybody would want it. I do like it. If I had a spot to like hang them up or something, it'd be cool.
Yeah, that would be a good wall hanger that you could use if you wanted to go out and hack something up in the backyard.
Yeah. Yeah, no problem, Jeremiah. I put my email in earlier. Did you get it? Just shoot me an email or DM me on Instagram. I'll put the email in again. I just need your address so I can ship the stuff to you. Yeah. All right. I gotta wrap it up. I need to go to bed.
Well, Lefty, I appreciate you letting me hang out with you.
Yeah, dude. Of course. I mean, it's our show. So, thank you to everybody who came on and everybody who is in the comments. We appreciate it. And yeah, I don't know, but
Grateful Panic loves you too. He's just peeing.
Yeah, sorry. I really gotta go. I gotta sleep. I gotta get up with the kid probably, and I don't know.
Love you all.
Yeah. All right. Love you guys. Have a great night. Thank you for coming out, and peace.
Deuces.